I sadly play League of Legends from time to time, but we normally talk like this. I can like force the
Yeah.
Spanish accent and just be like, okay, fuck it.
Pick one, boy.
I'm number one on TechAC. I'm gonna get so many bitches.
If there's a random person in your attic, just let him be there, man.
That's because they have shit going on in their lives. They have a job going to
don't
uni.
swear.
In
I
the
had 5
occasion that
minutes, okay?
someone
Oh
would
my
piss on
god.
you in the middle of the play session, would your act get worse or not?
It depends. It depends, I say.
Hello, my name is Pickle Dumplin, and I am here
Hello.
with my beautiful co-host Shushunga. Hell yeah. And our awesome guest TIku. Obviously,
Hello.
TIku, most people know him already, and I don't think you need much of an introduction. But for the people that don't,
fuck you.
who are you? Who is TIku?
Hi everyone. I'm TIku. You probably know me from like a lot of Twitch streams. Basically, if you have browsed the Beat Saber category lately at around 6 p.m. my time, which is European, you might have seen me there, or you might have seen me also in Score Saber. I am number I think 31 and number 1 in Spain.
Something like that.
I am an accsaber ranking staff and also number 1
I
TechAC.
didn't even know that.
I didn't actually know that.
now
Yeah,
you know.
that's
Now you
new
know.
to me.
And
Who are you?
well, yeah, here's my fun fact. Obviously, I am a mapper, if you didn't know. And
Mhm.
I do a lot of low tech, a lot of tech hack, some standard hack, and I am also in the Beasties. And outside of Beat Saber, I do a bunch of like music stuff. I like collecting vinyls. I like going to concerts. I like
Ooh.
travel. Mainly, that is me.
Awesome. Yeah, with them
That's
already
cool.
getting a bunch of fun facts out here. Yeah, obviously there's going to be some questions related to outside of Beat Saber and obviously in Beat Saber, so you'll get to go into great detail. Detail. But yeah, I'd say let's move on to the first question. Let's get straight into it.
Yeah, why
I'd
not?
say.
Yeah. All right.
So it's your turn to play our ripped off Jeopardy game. You can select any square, and it will be the question.
Dreamed of this
Yeah.
moment. Okay.
Yes.
It will be the
Let's
question.
see.
Yep. True.
Let's go funny one. Let's start with funny one. Why not?
Oh
Funny
yes,
one.
I love how you didn't start top
Oh
left.
wait,
Almost everyone starts top
go
left.
live. There you go. Boom.
How do you not
Alright.
get? Okay.
How do you not get bored playing all that accuracy?
I mean,
I would
yeah,
know.
that it's very true. That I mean, if you watch my streams or if you look at my recent scores, you'll see that it's just plagued with a lot of tech hack, especially, and a lot of hack,
Yeah.
and a lot of
I mean, it is
plus
what you
1
do.
point increases.
Yeah.
And the reason why I don't get like bored of playing all this hack, especially considering that I stream almost every day and it's multiple hours and it's always, hey, let's go play Bury Me by Cassie, let's go play Hypnotize by Cassie, because I'm always playing Cassie maps.
Average Cassie,
So
yeah.
it's mainly how you kind of drive yourself to find an objective in this game. When I started playing, I used to be a casual player, and I used to only play the maps that I liked, even though they weren't like great maps. I just went on Beat Saber, fuck it, Joe-tastic map. I didn't even know that there was a community behind Beat Saber at all. And on 2024, I started playing more and more again, and I got into the competitive scene, and I got to talk with other people. And I'm guessing I'm not gonna like elaborate much further than that, because I guess I'll have another opportunity to talk about how I started. I started playing like 10-star maps, and then I started being more, a bit more of a complex tech player than I am now. But then I started noticing that the slow maps started to feel better, and the more that I played ACK, the more rewarding it felt, because I kept getting better and better, and it didn't
My
feel
guy.
like I am exhausting myself, especially. So I ended up having this objective that playing ACK and playing Tech ACK, and keep improving my scores all the time just felt good. as other people would feel good passing a level 30 or passing high stars or FCing high stars. It really just depended on people's objective to find happiness in the game, because obviously it's just a game. You're trying to find what makes you happy in it. So for me, it's just getting a 99 and people going like, what the fuck? How did you 99 this map? That's fucking awesome. That's like the
That
best
is
thing.
awesome.
So
Yeah,
for
because
me, it's
Very good
that.
point you made, actually.
makes sense
Yeah.
because everyone plays how they want to play, right? And
Yeah.
everyone needs to discover what they find most fun. And for you,
Yeah.
that seems to be TIku,
I
which makes
definitely
sense.
admire a lot of the people that play the high star stuff, and the like, I don't know, Penguin, Snow, these people that
Yeah, I kind
are
of
just
agree.
absolutely incredible at the game.
Mhm.
And I think I'm good at the game too, but in my own different little way. And that's what I think is it's cool about playing all this act, is that I have my own
Yeah.
distinct way of playing the game.
I mean, there's no denying
Exactly.
that. Yeah, you're good. Like it makes sense. But the thing is, I guess it's also hard to call someone good or not, because if you put like a lower rank person, but that's focused on extreme like high stars against you, then yeah, you're obviously like losing.
Yeah,
But you're still better, quote
quote
unquote.
unquote.
Yeah,
Hmm. I
but
mean,
it's hard to put like a label on
Yeah.
better. If there is, because
It
there's
is.
just so many skill sets.
It's very personal as well.
Yeah.
Like,
oh
what
yeah.
do you find better?
I definitely
It's like,
feel that, especially in tourneys now that we're entering the Winter
Mm.
Cup next weekend, this is gonna get like very reflected. I played the quals obviously, but I can't. For example, I can't hold my stamina on under construction. I will fail that map
Fuck that map.
because I can't fucking play it. I don't have the stamina. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the same thing, I could like play 99% and get a 99.43 on the attempt.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, that
can't
was cool.
do I can't do the other map, which is
Yeah.
like frustrating, but at the same time, I think it will give a lot of play into the brackets themselves on different players and what different matchups will come up. So it's really cool. It's really cool.
I mean, yeah, that's the fun
Yeah.
thing about tournaments in the first place, is that
Mhm.
you have this variety of shit that, yeah, so you just can't do, or you can do incredibly well, such as, yeah, the act for you. But
Yeah.
luckily, for the qualifiers, you only have to submit 4 of the 5
Oh yeah.
maps.
Oh, don't
Because
worry.
the
I've
worst
ignored
one
that
doesn't
fucking
count.
map.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
Because
I've done music
no, I
though.
don't. Yeah, I saw your play live.
Yeah, I
That
wanted
was
to mention.
kind of crazy.
I wanted
Yeah.
to mention that. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
thought I saw your score on it, and I was like, oh shit.
I've been
That's
practicing
good.
that map for so long at this point. Like last stream, I also played it a bunch, and it was the most
Dude.
frustrating thing ever. But
Yeah,
hey,
especially the ending. It's so tough. It's
oh
like
no, for me,
the
it's the palm of star in the middle of the map that go like top row with the right hand. Those
really
are
like the
yeah,
4 wide jumps.
those
Okay,
are
yeah, fair
impossible
enough.
for me. But the ending, I can
Or
actually
wide
combo.
jumps. I could see how that's a hard part. Yeah. I
Mhm.
could definitely.
Well, but
Active
yeah.
part maybe. Yeah.
Backup part. No, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, I guess going back to the question, how do you not get bored of playing all that accuracy? Because it's just like what you enjoy, right?
Yes,
You just found
100%.
your thing,
It's
and
my
And
thing.
like,
It's same again. Same with other people that play challenge, and they challenge themselves to get to more levels, or other people that play extreme maps and they challenge themselves to get more accuracy with a full combo. I just challenge myself to get that 99 on the most absolutely stupid map you could ever get a 99 on, while it
yeah.
being still ac. So that's for me is the main pushing factor of playing all that ac.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
it's
makes
also one of
sense.
the reasons I really like Beat Saber, because you just have so many varieties of like how to play the game or how you want to improve and how you can like get better. You have AC, you have speed, you have tech, you have challenge, you have everything. Like most rhythm games will just be pretty straightforward with like, pass this, good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
100%.
higher star you pass, the better you are. It's with most rhythm games, yeah.
Sometimes I
Yeah,
have a hot topic of this game, which is like a hot take. This accuracy system, like 114 being like way bigger than 115, is actually so fun. As in, even though it must be frustrating to always try to hit the 115 and you only see 114s on your screen and you're pulling your hair out. That happens all the time on Standard Act. But I think it's just fun, considering that you can just get a run where you just locked the fuck in.
Yep.
And it just
The run.
Yeah.
it just gets
yeah.
so good. The dopamine rush, it's something that the other rhythm games just don't
Yeah.
have. Because
Absolutely.
oh my
I'm
god,
kinda
12 streak
curious.
on cam, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I can't.
Yeah, one thing that I am gonna look up right now is what is your highest 115 streak? Now I'm kind of
It's
curious.
13 on Theater Creator.
Oh, same as me. Nice.
Yeah,
W.
I have a
Wait, let
bunch,
me.
but I think I have even like a clip of that where I just go like, "What the fuck did I just do?"
Yeah.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, I see now. Then
And it was in a
12,
bunch of
11, 10.
dots. That was in a bunch of dots without pro mode, which was stupid. I have no idea how I managed it.
I
A
think
bunch
like
of
my
fonts?
top 10 like highest 115 streak plays aren't even my PBs because I probably just choked the score after.
Yeah, that fair enough.
Oh, that's happened to me
Hmm.
with a 13 streak. It was a Dexter map, and I had a 13 streak, and then I died. I mean, not died, but like I
Oh.
think I missed.
You failed the map.
Horrible
Yeah.
beating.
Fucking hell.
You just flopped to the ground. Yeah, damn it, man.
But again,
I feel like that kind of answers that question. Are you satisfied with your answer?
Yes, 100%.
Awesome.
Cool.
Then we can move to the next one.
the order you pick
All
the
right.
question are very personal, by the way. This kind of like makes you like the type of person you are
Mhm.
is how you
Yeah.
Really?
pick these questions.
Yeah,
Be
yeah. Because
very
Okay.
Geo just went from top. He just went row by row, and then
Yeah,
Brazy
so-
did a cross pattern and did like a whole funny little pattern. Yapia went very random, which I loved personally.
Okay.
So which let's see what.
Okay.
We're not
Yeah.
going to pressure you into anything. Just choose what you want to choose. But
It's kind of like a diagnosis. Like if you pick like Yappy, you probably have autism.
diagnosis.
Okay.
Geo is normal, I guess.
Or ADHD or something very,
Uh,
very perfectionistic.
Okay. Well,
Sure.
let's go serious
Yeah, maybe.
4.
Serious
Ooh.
4. All right.
Wow. Whoa. Goddamn.
Alrighty.
Have you had any notable rivals or people you were competing with as you started improving that you have now surpassed? Also, do you play any other games and has that mindset of those games carried over to Beat Saber?
Oh wow,
Interesting.
that's a
There's
good
actually
question.
2 questions, which I remember splitting up into 2 separate questions, so we might get the second half of that question again later.
Okay,
But
that's
anyway,
fine.
doesn't matter.
We can.
So let's just answer the first half first, which is:
Okay.
have you ever had any notable rivals you were competing with that you now surpassed?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've had my phases of people that I've gone against and be like, "Hey, I just shat on your score. Like, get back on me, like ASAP."
Hell yeah!
So, I mean, when I first started back in 2024, I think my main competition was inside the Beat Saber Spain leaderboard, considering that that leaderboard is pretty small and it's full of casual players or players that have already sadly left the game. So it was more trying to get up those ranks and climb in like 2K, 1K, you know, those kinds of ranks. And then when I got to 1K, it was more okay. Who do I have to compete with here? Because I don't know. But as soon as I started getting good at as soon as I started going more into accsaber, I managed to kind of start looking at people. One of them, obviously, being the sole person that asked this question. So Tatus is one of the people that I was like, oh, I want to snipe Tatus on this. I want to snipe Tatus on that. Even though Tatus didn't know me, because I was like, who the fuck is this?
I feel like a lot of people do that too. It's like you have like a rivalry against someone and they have no clue you have a rivalry against them. I have that very much with Kaki Fruit. I don't think Kaki Fruit knows at all that I like get hyper irritated if he's like, because every single mid speed score he's like 0.01 ahead of me, and I kid you not, I like bust like a blood vein. So every single time I see a score barely above mine, I get so irritated.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with Kaki,
maybe I do.
it's the same thing for me when it comes to those mid speed those mid speed scores that he sets. I just fucking
what was that?
No, I just like the words didn't come out. Sorry. Basically, whenever Kaki has a mid speed score and it's on a map that I know or that I have made, and I try to snipe him back and I can't, it's just like, how the hell did he get that score? That's like impossible to get. And I cannot for the life of me sometimes get that. So I guess Kaki would also be one of the people that I focus on when it comes to those mid speed maps. I barely play. Well, I play mid speed from time to time, but I don't focus on it much. And I know that Kaki can do way better than me in certain patterns, especially those beat leader esque patterns that just swoop
Yeah.
up a lot.
Yeah.
Those I'm like horrible simply because I bad cut. I have very low consistency on it. I tend to just focus on those mid speed maps for Kaki, and then for Ak, it's kind of weird to say, but nowadays I focus on people like Busy and Maddie, where I just, especially on Tech Ack, obviously,
Yeah.
for scores such as in You're Embarrassing or in Hypnotize or in any of the accsaber ranked maps. I know that they've played them and I know what kind of scores they can get. And Maddie sometimes texts me like, hey, I beat you on this. I beat you on that by like 0.01, which is absolutely stupid. I'm just like, damn, I need to get back on. And it always is like that. At least nowadays, I tend to do that a lot. With you, especially on your maps, I think the last one that you made took me like a few attempts at least to even get close to you.
Dude,
So-
I've been trying to snap you back on that for so long now. I was so close. I now tied your score, not to the point, but on the
Really?
same accuracy.
Man.
Yeah, I need like 30 more points or something, and I'll
Wow.
got you back. But
But
yeah,
yeah, some
Wow, you're
of your
so bad.
scores and a lot of the also on the standard act points, I think Norlor, Pulse Lane, those are notable names that I also snipe some scores on, and they snipe me back, which is pretty cool. But obviously, I am not very good at Truac in comparison to those two beasts of that category. So
Drag is nuts.
I can only compete with them on high standard, basically, and even a bit of low standard, maybe. But other than that, the question was about when I was starting to improve. I would say there's this one guy. He's notoriously known as the Beat Saber map hater. He has so many bad reviews, and he's like top 600 right now. But I remember his name very clearly. Some guy called Mr. Caterpillar. But I remember me and him competing throughout like all of from top 1K to top 700. So I remember that very clearly. It was like every day the guy just got up, and then I got up, and then I got up, and then I got up. That for me was like super cool. But then I started drifting more into accsaber, and the guy just stopped playing probably. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I personally never heard of him, so fair enough.
Yeah, no, obviously there are people from like 1K, rank 1K. So
yeah,
you wouldn't know them unless they're like a notorious Twitch streamer or they're other people. And sometimes it's cool to give maps to other streamers that or that
I love them.
that can compete with you. Be like, hey, beat me on this stuff. Like I know that Maddie has given Busy a couple maps of Tech Act once and told Busy to just snipe me. So that was a bit cruel. I'm just calling you out here, Maddie. That was a bit cruel. But hey, at least it's cool to have that kind of competition. It's kind of
friendly
weird,
rivalry.
honestly. Like when I read that I was nominated for most improved player in tourneys on Beacon alongside the literal top 4, I was like, what? What am I doing here? What is Blood doing on the team? He's not here. So
what the hell is Blood?
Wait, you got nominated for the tourneys? I've personally seen you play very little tourneys, or am I just tripping?
I mean, no, I played Pokesaber. I played in the Beat Saber World Cup for Finland, actually.
True, World Cup. Yeah.
What?
Finland.
Why for
I played against you, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, we played against him, okay?
Dementia Gaming.
Oh, in Pokesaber then, or in World Cup.
Dude, yes, World Cup and Pokesaber we played. I think I played in. In 2024, I played on the accsaber tourney, but I still was really bad at Ack back then. So I got KO'd almost instantly by Jammy, and I think it was.
I remember that team.
I don't know if Luck was playing or it was latest, but
yeah, because I remember that tourney very well. I won that tourney with my team. I remember.
Oh yeah.
And the did I face you? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think so. Because otherwise I might have remembered. No, not Pokesaber.
No.
But in accsaber 2024.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also EB mentioned. Now that I remember the Finnish tourney this year, obviously that's a bit more obscure, but I played that and got second to Seska, which was it was actually
Oh.
quite an interesting match because
That is an
we
interesting.
ended up
Seska and you are very opposite skill sets.
and we got
Very.
2-3 on our first match. I got knocked to the losers bracket, and then on the grand finals, I won against Seska. Then it was a bracket reset because I got 3-2, and then he won 2-3. So it was so
Whoa.
close every single
That's
time.
so close.
Yeah,
It was so
that's really
fun.
cool.
Generally, one of the best tourneys to actually watch. I don't know how the Finnish do it. The tourney was on time every single time, which was
No
absolutely
way.
great. Yeah,
Actually, that's the
it was
first I've ever
on
heard.
time
What?
every single match. So
Whoa.
genuinely super nice experience, and I have no idea how it
Dude, they
didn't get
should make the
nominated in the
World
Big
Cup.
Con Awards for the best
They
viewing
should make
experience.
every tourney.
Yeah,
I feel like just very little people.
yeah,
watch
I'm
it,
guessing
probably.
that it was because of the little people watching it, but stuff.
I didn't
think
know
it was
of
a
it,
bit
otherwise
more
I would watch
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it was a bit more interesting, I think, than other tourneys. But I'm not going to mention them because I'm nice and respectful, and I don't want to cause any drama.
Roast them.
Nah, I don't think I have that in me.
That's okay. All right. So yeah, you had quite a few rivals then, and currently, yeah, that makes sense with Tatis at the time and Kaki.
Oh, and I also have to mention Plus. Plus has been a
Really?
really good player
true,
lately,
actually.
and
That's very true.
he's
Really
always
good.
he was always in my chat saying, "Oh, I sniped you on this. Oh, I sniped you on that," and I was always, competing with the guy.
Shut up.
I think it was more when I was
Shut up. Yeah.
I was more top 100 and top 50 when that happened, but now, dude, it's like impossible to cast a guy, especially on mid speed and linear. Obviously,
Yeah,
I
like
can't do
taking mid
linear for
speed,
shit.
dude.
Yeah, that's impossible for me. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did snipe it on Umu yesterday on Umu Expert.
Yeah,
but-
dude,
Yeah,
your
that's
Umu score.
bro.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, it was
Hold on, let's talk
insane.
about
I was
that.
freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, bro, that was nuts.
I thought that 660 of yours would be your top play for a decent while, like looking forward.
Yeah,
but apparently
I
not.
have no
Apparently
idea
2
how.
weeks.
I got informed like the
weeks.
same day that that map existed, and I just remembered it for being just inline hell. But
Yeah.
I played it again, and I was like, "Wait, this is so improvable." So I just grinded that map for like 30 minutes. But yeah, he kept coming in my chat and saying, "Hey, I
Yeah,
sniped
what?
you on JDM." Okay, JDM expert, and especially JDM expert. The guy is obsessed. But
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that
I heard
actually,
it.
dude.
I heard
Yeah.
it
Yes.
times, yeah.
It's really fun always when people challenge me or like are always wanting to set better scores than me and whatnot. It gives me more of a life in competition wise, and it's always nice to have that at least. I see it in a positive
Yeah.
manner. Other people might be like frustrated that others are sniping, like, how the hell did he do that? Like get frustrated with the game or even quit. I have a lot of like
Yeah.
Spanish people that I passed during my time in the Spanish league boards that I mentioned, but they just said like, "Oh, it's just pointless to keep playing." No, man, it's the start. Get on the game.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
off me.
Yeah.
Like get on top
Competition
of me
is
again. Like, let's
like
go.
That's just a reason to play.
to be fair, like not everyone is like as competitive as a person as anyone else. Like it's like some people play for the competitiveness or like they like the competition, but some people find it kind of demotivating at times, I'd say.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
100%.
not everyone is the kind of person to like
Yeah.
get
One of the
lifted
people
up by being caught up on.
One of the
But
people
yeah.
that actually pushed me to top 50, especially playing ACK maps, was Ferb, because the guy got a fuck ton of scores really fast and got to top 50 like so quick. And I kept stealing scores from his top page. I was like, yeah, give me that boom,
Smart,
boom,
honestly,
normal.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah, boom, boom, normal, please. And honestly, some of his scores are kind of crazy, especially on standard act.
Dude.
So definitely gotta commend
Absolutely
that for
not.
sure.
Yeah.
And also we got like absolutely wrecked on Beat Saber World Cup just because of him and his absolute score on I think it was Astrum and Lover Online and those kind of maps. Those were so good, honestly.
Anything like low, mid speed, and below, this Ferb's just like insane, absolutely stupid. I love to have him on our country. Can't lie.
He's such a good motivator for me, honestly. So yeah, 100% gets you. Everyone would want a Ferb in their country.
Oh yeah.
You need a Ferb in your country.
Yeah.
because now the act lineup for the Netherlands is scary, dude. Like, I don't think there is, except like the US, there's maybe the UK, like a better act lineup than the Netherlands right now.
I think the UK lineup is at the moment a bit better than the US. It's because
because it is Oldma and
stop playing ish some of them.
But still, anyway, let's move on to the next question to not get carried away.
Yeah, we can take this question away because considering that we don't know if the other question's around there, we'll see.
Yeah, the second half of the question is, I think, somewhere else in the board. Okay. So, all right,
cool.
Choose your next one.
Let's go with standard 3.
Ooh,
standard 3. All right.
Have you had any notable? Well. Okay, yeah. So because I divided up the two questions into two separate questions, so that's the top half. Okay, then I think standard 4 will be the bottom half. So if you want, we can move to that one.
I'm not sure how I didn't.
I'm not going to force you.
Okay,
doesn't matter.
So standard,
but you can choose whatever you want. Let me say no. It's not. Fuck! I accidentally clicked on it.
No, it is.
God damn it.
No, it is. It is that one.
Oh, it is. Oh shit, it is.
There
Never
you
mind.
go. You
Yeah,
got it.
dude.
I was doing
accidentally. I'm sorry.
Professional podcast, guys.
Fuck you.
Yep. There's never any.
Yeah.
Asked by.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Asked by couldn't see it, but Dumpling probably, I guess. Lol. Yeah, you go and read it.
Do you play any other games, and has the mindset of those games carried over to Beat Saber, or from those earlier games to Beat Saber? Whatever.
I mean, good question. It's just a very standard question, honestly. I do play. I do play games. I wonder what the standard 3 was. If that one was also in serious. Oh well. All right. So other games that I play are very straightforward. I play stuff like Risk of Rain 2. I love that game.
I figured with the background you have, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I play, sadly, I think Rex has spoiled it, but I sadly play League of Legends from time to time. Yeah. Don't question it. After this podcast, I'm going to join people in the A-Run.
That was the episode, guys. We don't want you on here anymore.
Yeah, I'll be playing later.
For emergency reasons, we have to cut it here.
Oh no! Don't do this.
Okay, but
I just got here.
Go, Evan.
Yeah, you have an opinion. That's wrong.
I mean, yeah, I play a lot of games. Honestly, I play also stuff like survival games, like Minecraft, Terraria. I love those games. My favorite game of all time is definitely Gary's Mod. I'm sorry, Beat Saber. But, I have a fond childhood with Gmod. I have 3,300 hours on that game, which is way more than Beat Saber, which is double the amount of hours that I have on Beat Saber.
Shocked emoji.
And no, I used to be I used to be on the computer all day playing Dark RP and thinking that I'm a cop and stopping criminals from robbing the bank, which is super cool. Awesome. Don't get me wrong, it was so cool.
That is cool.
I also played a bunch of Warframe back in the day, which is a very farm game. I don't play it anymore, but used to be a very cool game. And I think that's about it of like games that I can notoriously recall from like my childhood, basically. But nowadays, I would say more than anything, stuff like Binding of Isaac, also another roguelike that is really good. I got all the achievements, and then they added the damn online update, and now I don't. So, kind of fucking sucks. I used to play a lot of Rocket League, Stellaris, which is a very strategic game. It's basically Civilization 6 in space. Baldur's Gate 3 is an absolute banger of a game, and I will always recommend that game to absolutely everyone. I used to play a lot of DBD, Dead by Daylight, and a big fan of Persona. So those are mostly the games that I used to play and that I play nowadays. So if you talk to me about any of those, I will geek out. And I mean, anything that has transferred over to BS, honestly, I think a lot of the persistence in a lot of these games and the way that I end up playing these games, like Gary's Mod with, I don't know. I don't even know how I could even like translate them, but the competitiveness, I remember always being competitive with other players in Gary's Mod with like gunfights, especially. And other stuff like, I don't know, just like the absolute feel of role play and I don't know, the social aspect of it, especially.
Yeah.
I think that has also influenced me a lot in my life. And also my English. I obviously come from Spain, which
Yeah,
is
true.
not an
Because
English-speaking country, but
exactly, I was gonna say
Yeah, no, it isn't.
I genuinely, when my parents asked me like, "Oh, where's the guest from?" and I was like, "Wait, where was he from again?" Because I remembered your voice in my head, and I was like, "Wait, what accent is that?" And then I just couldn't like put my finger on it because it just sounded English. I was like, "Was it Canadian? Was it American?" No, I think it was Spanish, but like he doesn't sound Spanish.
yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah, for,
we're notoriously known for having like a really bad level of English. I think
yeah,
Rex has said that in the chat as well. But we normally talk like this. I can like force the
yeah.
Spanish accent and just be like, okay, fuck it, I'm
Oh,
just gonna talk.
I love doing
But
that too.
bro, that's just that accent is almost rage bait.
yeah, it is kind of racist.
I'm not
You
gonna
can just
lie.
like hop on a CS and be like, hey.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I know that all too
Dude,
well.
you just said that to the
Oh man,
perfect
I know
person.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it's funny with like in Counter Strike. It's like if you're talking to your teammates, you have to talk in a horrid accent, otherwise they won't. Like
Yeah.
go to B won't do it. Go to B. Go to B. Like only that does it. Otherwise they
Yeah.
don't know what you're saying. They don't.
Oh yeah. But yeah, a lot of people like have told me in the past, like, I would tell you you're international, but I don't know where exactly you're from, because
Mm,
a lot of people just have that issue with Spanish. But
mhm.
hey, it definitely has influenced me a lot, especially playing Trouble in Terrorist Town and trying to spell innocent backwards. That used to be the shit,
Oh,
because that's like, hey,
that's
Word.
crashed my
memory,
brain, bro.
memory, like holy
Yeah.
shit. Try to spell innocent backwards, because obviously the innocents don't have the traitor. I mean, innocents don't have the traitor tag, but traitors don't have
Yeah,
the
you
innocent. So if you say
can read
innocent
it.
backwards, you can't really say it. A lot of my experience has come from that. So I'd say a lot of the social aspect that I have now on my stream, a lot of my English, especially to be able to communicate with you guys right now, especially the competitiveness aspect of it, I think it has influenced me a lot.
Mhm.
But honestly, the fact that sometimes I don't know certain words or that I blabber a lot, especially in English, is because I can't find the words to say sometimes. So on my stream, sometimes
Yeah.
I blabber or I say stuff that doesn't make sense. That's simply because I can't find the words. I can probably say it in Spanish pretty easily and fast, but you know,
I feel
sometimes
like that's
my
with
brain
any
just thinks
foreign.
too fast.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have that as well at some point.
That's with
Like
anyone
just
whose
no.
main language isn't English, I feel like. Though,
Yeah.
I mean, I have that surprisingly little since I think mostly in English. I barely do anything in Dutch except school. That's the only thing that's Dutch. For the rest, any free time or most people that I talk to is in English. I think mostly in English. I do most things in English. I basically hate Dutch. I find it an awful language. But yeah, I don't know. But it makes
Learning is
sense for
funny.
most people to have that issue.
Yeah.
What was the question again? Oh yeah, the about the games, right? Oh well, fuck.
Cool
I don't
titles.
remember.
Cool
I had
games.
Cool titles, good games.
indeed,
Thumbs
yeah.
up.
Oh right, yeah, then we
Yeah.
have a very similar game style. I love roguelikes as well. I love that kind of shit, and I love free sandbox kind of stuff. So fair enough. Yeah, I like most of the games you said as well.
Oh
Pretty
man,
awesome.
Good
the
taste.
dungeon VR
Thank you.
game. The dungeon VR game was
Oh
so cool.
yeah, dude, Ancient
You
Dungeon
literally
VR.
like
You
we
would
played
Oh,
next to
love
each
that,
other.
Tiku.
Like
Yeah.
really?
we played next to each other like at New Year's.
It's yeah,
So
exactly. It's a
yeah, it
dungeon
was so cool.
crawler roguelike in VR. And I was actually at Shishumga's place. And
Yeah, it was
since he
like
has
standing
multiple VR
here.
headsets
I
I
was
didn't know it
and
standing
had a
two
VR
PCs,
version.
there.
it
Yeah, it
does.
was so
It actually doesn't have a non-VR version.
Oh shit.
But
Oh,
yeah,
I was thinking of a different
it's
game then.
fair enough.
I should give it a
It's awesome.
try.
Because
Mm.
that's really cool.
I've played it with a few friends, but genuinely to chat as well, dude, it feels like I'm sponsored saying this. It is such a good. You should get it. It's like really fucking Ancient
It is
Dungeon VR.
necessary.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
If you love any sort of roguelikes, then it's a perfect game for you.
Yeah, I'll try it
and it's
out. Why
multiplayer
not?
as well, so fair enough. Anyway, we should move on to the next question.
Yeah, let's go.
So,
Okay.
which one are you picking?
Okay, my original idea of picking is ruined because of the damn duplicate question.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So
I'm so
it's
sorry
okay.
about that.
You're
Lol,
good.
got
You're
rage
good.
baited.
I gotta come up with something new. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's do normal 3.
Normal and standard is the same, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. Did you know what kind of player you wanted to be when you started playing Beat Saber, and does it align with the kind of player that you are
Wow,
now?
I kind of like
Yeah, you kind of
indirectly
already
answered
answered it
this
a little bit,
question,
but yeah,
but
indeed.
that's good to have like a separate question
Yeah.
for it. I mean, I know that normal and standard are the same thing, but how the hell do you difference the columns then? Damn, god damn. Okay, here we go.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, it
I
is
mean, when I
something.
started playing, obviously, little recap on the podcast episode. I was a very casual player, and I only played OST. I only played custom maps that I liked. I didn't have custom sabers, and I didn't know there was a community behind this. This was back in 2019 when I had
Yes.
just, like, honestly discovered how to install mods as a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
So it was quite the time. Basically, I played stuff like Spectrum by Zed and like some really old maps, stuff like Garden, which is like a really old complex stream map.
Mm.
Ricochet. These are all like Score Saber ranked maps that are like super old. I remember
Mm.
Labyrinth as well, but I never used to play it because it was so hard and everything will freeze as well. Those maps were like so hard for
Oh
me.
my god.
So I
Yeah,
had no
yeah,
idea
yeah.
how to play them, but I used to play a lot of these reset type maps. Back when all that happened, I used to pick up and drop the game every, let's say, 3, 4 months. I'll pick it up, play like 3 songs, 4 songs, and then drop it again. I just did not play.
Fair enough.
2020 came around, and obviously everyone was in quarantine, which was
Mhm.
perfect time to play Beat Saber. But guess what I did? I played Half-Life
You didn't.
Alyx,
Yeah.
and I didn't play
Oh,
Beat
that's
Saber.
even better.
So hey, that's true.
Better
That's true.
game.
Honestly, really,
Yeah,
really
that
good
game
game.
is
The
really good
best
game.
game that I
Yeah.
played on VR, honestly. But
Mhm.
after so like 2021 rolled around, I basically did the same thing, picked up the game, played a few maps, etc., 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 until 2024 came around, and I had
Eh.
this one friend group that I used to hang out with, and they were like, "Oh, we wanted to play Beat Saber." I was like, "Oh my god, I played that game like every now and then." So I hopped
Mhm.
on, I tried it out. I was like, "Oh, this is so cool! Like playing with people is like obviously
Yeah.
10 times better than playing alone, which I've been doing this whole time." So I kept playing, and then I started getting better and better. I stopped playing accuracy maps that much, and then I
Mhm.
started playing 8 stars, and then 9 stars. I still have my first ever 9 star clipped, which is super funny
Whoa!
on
Wait, that's
Metal.
cool as fuck.
Yeah, and I got adopted by Rex into the Beat Saber Spain community, and then I it kind of opened my eyes. I was like, oh my god, there's people playing this game, which was super cool.
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
and I started comparing myself with others. I started, getting better at high stars, which
Mhm.
was, at a steady pace, at a very steady pace. I started uh, playing 10 stars, even some 11 stars I could do. That was like kind of my peak in complexity. Afterwards,
Mhm.
I started going a bit down. I started saying,
Yeah, so
hey,
you never really went into the high star
yeah, I didn't go
area.
into like 12 stars. I didn't go into 13 stars. I have
Yeah.
a few passes on 12 stars, but I never really could say that
Cannot
they're
blame you.
worth it for me or that I
Yeah.
would generally try so hard. I would be so drenched, especially here in Spain, where the summer
Oh,
gets to like
like
40 degrees Celsius and you're
dude,
fucking
million degrees. Yeah.
dying playing this
Yeah.
game. You're dying. So
Yeah, yeah.
it was way more comfy to play ACK maps
Oh.
either way. And I was generally, by the end of summer 2024, I was not even Elder. I could not pass Peanut Butter Jelly for the life of me, and I don't think a lot of people
That
can because
fuck
that map
ass map,
is
bro.
atrocious. That map is
Oh,
horrible. And hell, I am
dude,
an accsaber staff member, and
that's
I
so
am
funny.
vouching. And we are like, there's a group of us vouching for the campaign, but I
Wait,
don't think
just
that's happening
to
anytime soon.
throw it out there, is there anything, if you know or can leak, is there any new campaign in the works at all or even talked
Um,
about, or is it just
I mean, it's
forgotten?
talked about for sure. It's talked about for sure, and it's not
Mhm.
ignored. Obviously, the campaign
Mm.
still works, and everyone can still play. You still get your roles. You still get your rewards.
Mhm.
That's the main gist of it. The thing is, obviously, to edit a campaign and to kind of set objectives that everyone can kind of comprehend and agree with. There's
Mhm.
not enough activity currently in the staff
Mm.
to kind of discuss this sort of big plan. Because right now,
Mhm.
what I can kind of disclose, obviously, I'm vouch for a lot of transparency, especially in the accsaber staff team, considering that you don't usually hear a lot about accsaber and a
No,
lot of the
no,
new
absolutely
updates or
nothing
new
actually.
batches. You're absolutely in the dust, which absolutely sucks for a player. So I
Little bit,
joined
yeah.
the staff team, and I've been vouching for a lot of transparency ever since. Right now, for example, I've suggested a couple changes which have been implemented. So if anyone wants their ACK maps ranked, you can put it in a forum in ACK suggestions inside
Mhm.
of the accsaber. There's a new channel where you can just post that in, and I'll be sure to respond to you because I have access to the queue. Obviously, I can put stuff in the queue as a staff member, so I'm always checking that. I'm always there. I'm always active. If I do have to give you feedback, I'll give you feedback. That's completely normal. Usually beforehand, a lot of these map suggestions were thrown into the void. Like, people would not
Really?
just even look at them. Yeah,
What?
it
Oh.
used to be very, very. In terms of, you send your map in and then you hear nothing from anything. And if you got your map
Oh.
ranked, it was lucky. And if you didn't,
Right.
then okay. But we set up a forum so we can give feedback. And for example, stuff like Casino Rave by Milgen is one of the maps that
Mhm.
got added to queue, and I
Nice.
personally gave a message. And also, if you ever need feedback on any of your maps to make sure that they're rankable, or if they require a little fine tuning or whatever, I'm available on DMs, such as, like, for example, Milgen has texted me about some of his maps. Yeah, we're always taking into consideration new maps, and thankfully we're doing monthly batches now. So
Yeah.
if you guys ever need anything, just let me know. But back to
Awesome.
the original question, obviously.
Right.
Back in August 2024, I was
Yeah, you
at
were saying how you
Capstone.
didn't really
And
venture into High Star.
yeah, I kind of sucked. And I
Fair enough.
decided, hey, I'm gaining a lot, especially on this mid speed stuff, and 8-star, 9-star, and it was pretty nice. So I kept playing that. I didn't really push myself forward, because why would I push myself forward when it doesn't feel like as rewarding? You
Yeah.
know,
That's true.
ties into what I said earlier. You're trying to find what makes you happy in this game. You're trying to make what's fun. October rolled around, and that was the time around when no, it wasn't October. It was like end of
Oh.
summer, wasn't it? The global reweights.
Oh. Ooh.
What?
You
I
should
think it
ask Yelpy for
was
that.
like
Next
around
one is
the
coming soon,
end of
guys.
summer. Yeah, soon TM.
Surely.
But
Soon TM.
it rolled around, and obviously a lot of ACK maps got buffed. Like, everything was
yeah.
around the ACK maps.
Finally
It
worth
was
something.
incredible.
Yeah.
So obviously it even demotivated me further to push for 10 stars or even 11 stars, because it's like, hey, I'm gonna play fucking Murder Circus by Kazu for it to just get shit on the next patch. That made me so angry back in the day. Then I just kept playing ACK because it felt the most rewarding, and then I kept getting good, and then I got into accsaber, and tourney rolled around, which made me even more excited for ACK. Now I only play mostly ACK, but you can also obviously catch me playing some tech and some higher end stuff every now and again, but it's way more rare.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily help with stuff like the qualifiers to tournaments to not be able to do very difficult stuff like the music or the under construction and that kind of. I don't know how well you did on the good vibes. I haven't checked, but
I have like a 96-78 with a miss, so that's pretty good.
okay. So okay, so you
Yeah,
can still do that. That's for sure.
yeah, no, I'm still pretty good at the tech category, I think, so I can find for myself there. It's just that
Makes
the
sense.
rest of the categories really depends, obviously, also on my opponent and whatever happens. But yeah, I was getting to the point that with all these like ACK maps and whatnot, obviously, someone that gets better and better at ACK and gets better at low complex stuff like low tech and whatnot. Why the hell would I push for high star? It doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
at least from
No,
my
fair enough.
perspective. So that's just how it kind of shaped me.
Makes sense. So yeah,
Fair
from
enough.
okay, yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, okay, makes sense, I suppose. I don't necessarily have much to bring in there because you explained it pretty thoroughly. But
Yeah.
okay, so you
Awesome.
at the
I agree.
start kind of just wanted to find what you wanted to do. So yeah, as you explained earlier in the episode as well, you kind of just want to find what you want to do. and then
Yeah.
you found it. Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
you just
100%. Same with like most of the streamers nowadays. I respect them a lot because
Mhm.
I am so surprised you can play that much slop in a day with all those damn fucking requests that just
Oh,
suck
dude,
ass.
you can't imagine
Honestly,
how long for like it took for me to build like either a little bit of a community that actually doesn't only fucking BSR slop, or
bro.
that I got enough
Oh,
confidence to just skip them and not play them because it's just not fun. But it's
yeah.
so,
no.
oh my god, to the
Oh, it's
streamers that
horrible.
haven't built up the confidence to actually skip some requests, I'm so sorry, dude. You should
Yeah.
Bro,
definitely
yeah,
work up the
no.
courage to
Chat
skip some
requests
songs.
are the worst. I'm
Oh yeah.
sorry.
They
Like
can be. They can
fight
be.
a
Sometimes it's
small-ass map
awesome,
with
but
5 scores and like 5 billion fucking bomb resets that fucking nobody ever.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
well,
No.
literally.
I have like an 8 NPS max limiter on my stream because
I guess that
if
makes sense.
not,
Yeah,
I'm not going to play your map. I'm so sorry. And
that makes
also
sense.
like a date limit. So
I
I
have
think
that
it's
too. Yeah.
2020 or like 2021,
Yeah.
and I just can't do it. And if I go into a map and then I see that it's too fast, I'll be like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. But
Hmm.
I'm not even lying. I just can't do it. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna fail
I just
miserably, and
want to
I'm
see
gonna
you
have a miserable
try.
time.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So yeah, but for the rest of the streamers out there, like goddamn, especially all those like circly maps that just have no lead in. And
Oh,
well, I know that there's a lot of people that go for those kinds of maps, especially for
yeah,
those
Kush
tech
and
freaks out
that kind of
there.
stuff.
I do understand,
brutal
but
self-torture.
I would be suffering, man. I would be suffering if I had to deal with all that crap.
Mm,
Yeah.
makes sense. All right. Then let's move to the next question because we have spent 15 minutes on that, and that's kind of the top we want per question. So,
Sure.
all right, next one it is. Let's
Right.
Which one?
Let's
pick
do
one, boy.
let's do funny four. Funny four.
Ooh.
24.
Are you again?
This is a funny
Who are
one.
you again?
Thank you.
Suck.
My name.
And like the thing is, before you start, that question was actually submitted after Yapje's episode to Yapje. So the question was to Yapje, submitted after the episode to Who Are You Again?
Yeah.
Poor
But
sock got played so dirty, honestly.
it was so funny, dude. But
All right.
anyway, yeah, who are you, man? Who the fuck are you?
So
Where the fuck did you come
my
from?
name is Busy825. I am number one. Oh,
Oh, so
I'm
we did
sorry. I'm
make it
number
on the
two.
podcast.
Shit, I'm number two.
Oh, true.
Fuck. Oh, I'm number two, man. Nah. But I'm number one, Canada, man.
Yeah, you're so
I be
fucking
out
cool.
here rocking the streets with this consistency.
As Busy
man.
does.
Nah.
No, but to
I
be fair, can we actually wait? Can we talk about that a little? The fact that fucking Ormer just came back with a half broken headset and just kind of like, oh yeah, let me just take number one back real quick, and then just did it,
it's
even though Busy
stupid.
Yeah,
actually
but
just has like infinitely more effort and like the fuck's that word?
What did you say again about your English?
Like wait, doorzettingsvermogen. What is that? Like
Fuck.
not desperation, like the something with a D. Fuck, what's that word?
Wait, let me.
Recline? I
No,
don't know.
perseverance, kind of. Yeah,
I gotta
but
find the dot on the dot on the when you want to put your finger, you can't put your finger on it. So I'm just looking for it.
no, but like the
Everyone's
what?
spamming
Determination,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's
Thank
the
you,
word.
chat.
Right, okay, yeah, because Busy has infinitely more determination with trying to get number one. All of his play sessions, pretty much, and all of his streams are just him improving his own scores by
Oh
like
yeah.
0.01%, and
That would
then
make me so
trying to get the
depressed.
most out of everything. It's like actual depression.
Oh yeah. But either way, I
and
think
then Ormer's just like, oh yeah,
oh yeah. I mean,
I'm here now.
100% Former is like
Yeah.
way more talented in the game. I don't know if it's like
Yeah, fuck you, Busy.
no, it's not fuck you,
Fuck your
Busy.
determination,
Okay,
brother.
I'm gonna come out here and say this. I know that it's probably a question in there, but Busy's my favorite player in terms of consistency. The guy is
I don't actually
absolutely
think
insane
there's a
when it
question
comes
about
to like score setting and always being just absolutely goated. I would never say anyone else other than Busy,
Mm.
simply because he's always delivering. I could never
Makes
say
sense.
that he's like bad ever.
Yeah, no. Because
So,
Busy is by far the most balanced player
oh yeah,
ever.
I
Like
mean,
he can just do anything almost the best. It's like
yeah,
it's actually
Yeah,
crazy.
but Ormer is just
absolutely.
the guy
Yeah.
just comes in, does whatever the fuck, and fuck it. I mean, the age also
Does
plays
whatever.
a very big factor, obviously. But either way, I think there has to be like some sort of talent to just come back and
Yeah.
then just set a 781 and be like, cool, man, thumbs up, I'm number one again.
Yeah.
But
Thumbs up.
Busy
emoji.
streams are always so entertaining to watch simply because of the way that he delivers. But yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
am Busy 825. My name is Busy, and I am so consistent at everything, and I'm the best. So please,
That's who you are.
please
Were
follow
you paid
Chris
saying
TV
this?
at Tikugato because I think that guy deserves my respect.
Yeah, that TIku guy, man, he's so awesome. Oh man, fucking love that guy.
I wish I was him.
Although I still think Eric 3D is better than Omurgish. He just stopped playing, unfortunately.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, dude. I loved his Z offset especially.
That one
Anyway,
gif with like
let's
mine.
yeah, where it was like a mile away the saber, and he started like swinging it. Anyway, yeah, next question.
Let's go.
Let's see what you've got.
Let's go normal one. Let's go the
Okay.
basic
Normal
one.
one.
Has being a mapper transferred into any creative hobbies outside of Beat Saber? Interesting.
I have to think about that
Tell
one
us.
because
Well, that's too bad. You don't have time to think.
okay, got that.
Fortune for you.
It's a very hard question considering that my outside hobbies aren't very creative when it comes to me designing stuff or me creating stuff. Um, I think I mentioned this earlier. I am a very bad artistical student. I fucking suck at anything graphic. I suck at anything that involves art. I can draw a stickman, and that will be my uttermost representation of anything in my life.
Dude,
So
that's good.
that's just how it is. And either way, I am better at other fields. I do coding for a living. Well, I'm a software engineer for a
Shit.
living, and I do a lot of other different things in the terms of other fields, obviously. But creative-wise, I'm a bum. The only thing that has really given me an ability to be creative with a lot of things is mapping.
Mhm.
And I took mapping at first as more of a silly thing to be like, hey, I want to map this song in Beat Saber. I want this. I think a lot of people have started that way, where it's, hey, I want to map
Yeah.
this song in Beat Saber. I want to have this so I can like slice blocks to that rhythm, which is exactly what the game is about. So let's get on it.
Yeah.
Let's play
No.
and let's test stuff out. And obviously, you're gonna fucking suck. I went to AB stream the other day and I requested my first map because she was curious and I could not bear to
Mhm.
watch it. It was not my suited taste, and obviously I've developed myself as a mapper since then, and I'm going to
Mhm.
develop myself as a mapper a year from now, and I'm not going to like
Yeah.
my maps from now, and that's completely normal. I think a lot of the maps that you do nowadays might not be the best in a year or might not be the best in 2 years. A lot of the maps that have started off in like 2022 or 2021, you can definitely tell they're outdated. The patterns are outdated, or like there's bad cuts, and you can definitely tell
Mhm.
back then they were nice, they were good to play.
Though I feel like as like back then the fundamentals of mapping weren't like discovered yet, of like good mapping. I feel like now
No, that's fair.
like these days the fundamentals have been like the groundworks have been laid. People know what's good and what isn't at this point, and you can map things that I think even 5 years from now will still be considered good because it just works. Like all the things they play good. Like you can't deny that maps now, like the newer things, don't work. They
Yeah.
do, and most aren't bad cutty. They work well. They have good lead in, and that won't change 5 years later because the game stays the same. The fundamentals stay the same.
Don't you think that people back then thought the same for maps that were like resetty? and we're like, oh, this plays really well, even though it has like a reset, because it's a
Yeah.
very completely different way of playing the game that was back
I
then.
guess.
Maybe in the future, don't grab me, please. Maybe in the future,
I'm just trying to focus. It doesn't want to.
it will be a bit different. But for now, we just can't tell. I mean, most of the maps that I design nowadays and that I make aren't very complex, so I don't think they'll age really badly, obviously.
Hmm.
And if I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how the hell one of my maps made it into the Beasties, but I think we can say the same about a lot of different maps. So I'm not going to comment on that. Stuff like, for example, I'm going to mention this because this is the most, like, the major robbery of the Beasties. How the hell did Hypnotize by Cassie not make it in Best Act Maps of 2025 when it's the best Act Map of 2025? I'm just saying that map is the best. It's peak. It's awesome. And
I haven't played it, but I agree.
it's well, yeah, I don't expect you to play anything that's techie, so it makes sense.
It is
Fair enough.
That map is the best Act Map of 2025 by far because of the amount of flow that map has. It is unmatched how well represented the song is, and the fact that it doesn't even need to use palm ups, or it doesn't even need to use anything utterly complex in terms of positioning, and it being so like well thought out. Genuinely, it infuriates me. I will give my spot if it has to even happen, man. But I think it's because it has autolights. I've heard Rate Gyro talk about this, especially on the Torture stream that he did with Miss Honey Peaches, where they always choose and prioritize, I think, or they have like a tendency to pick maps with non-autolights. And I think for rating a category such as stuff like Score Saber or stuff like Best Act Map of 2025, why the hell would that matter? Is my question. When the whole core gameplay is swinging your fucking hands, you're gonna get a 0 if you watch the map lights.
Yeah, exactly. For best map overall, I fully agree that lights do matter. But indeed, for Score Saber, no one plays ranked for the lights, bro. Sure, like rank maps can have great light shows, like Everlasting Eternity, like Impulse. Most like some really cool maps have really awesome lights. It's not a like contributing factor because no one actually plays with them. On.
I mean, Yavia is saying here in the chat that it doesn't matter for the rest of the categories, and I'm guessing that's fair. But understand also that there's a lot of judges, and the judges. Well, I don't think there's a lot of judges, but even then, the people that judge,
there's quite a few,
will probably be more casual leaning, which means they have more probability to have the lights on, which means they might find a map that has better lights, more pleasing, or disregard a bit of the gameplay simply because of the lights. So it's definitely not objective. Obviously, there's judges for a reason, and it's subjective.
Yeah.
So it definitely plays a part in it, but even though it wouldn't be a huge part, I still would consider it a bit subjective. So
I do kind of agree with you on that part. I feel like I don't really know who the judges are or how many. I just heard from a few people that there are quite a few, but I feel like there should be a lot of different type of judges, that being also top players, that being very casual players, that being low ranks, that being just any from most places, so that all opinions are at least heard, instead of only mostly indeed casual players, if that's the case, or mostly ranked players, or mostly whatever. I just feel like it should vary a lot. I don't know if that's the case.
I
good act players as judges, says Ferb. Yeah, so there are.
I agree with what
good
Ferb said. Honestly, that the act players obviously aren't there. So, I mean, either way, I think the same with other different types of categories. That it's very casual oriented. It's not like developing and engulfing every single type of player there is. You just see a lot of casual maps, and that's about it. Like, how the hell did God is a Dancer make it like twice, I think, or 3 times in there is beyond me. Even though the map is like good, don't get me wrong, I love you, Tatis, but I feel like there's definitely other maps that are better suited for like different categories than many maps that made it in. Obviously, I can talk a lot about the act category, considering that I am an absolute beast at fucking playing every single map that I find that might be good. So,
Mm.
genuinely, I would be a bit disappointed, but honestly, it's happened before, so I don't even have a standard at this point.
Fair enough. To get a little bit back to the question, though.
Oh yes, I actually wanted to
So
get back on the question with something about the lights.
okay, fair enough.
Um,
Go ahead.
because I do map lights as well, and
Oh,
that
I didn't know
is it's very cool to map lights, and it's very, oh, like in game it looks absolutely great. Certain maps
Mhm.
they look awesome, and Tadas plays with lights, for example. I know that he plays with lights, and he's always a lights advocate. I map the lights, and then I can't play them in game because I always get confused with the lights. That's my main issue with them. So I don't play with lights, but I map the lights. So I have like a very big fucking argument in my brain of like, should I just play with the lights because I made them and I really like
Yeah.
them the way they turned
Mhm.
out, or should I not? Because it's a very creative part of it that a lot of people don't
Mhm.
even see, because
Lighting is
everyone
really
that
difficult.
plays, yeah, a lot of people that play competitive Beat Saber will have their lights turned off simply because it's
Mhm.
way easier to read
Disorienting.
notes, way easier to just
Yeah.
uh, read basically, and instead of having a Harvest Samba situation where the lights are just giving you a stroke, you can just
Yeah, exactly.
be free, be happy, swing notes. And this is exactly what I mentioned about the beasties, that they shouldn't be influential. But anyways, I digress. No, it hasn't transferred over. More than anything, it's transferred every single will that I had to be creative onto something, and I think that's pretty nice.
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
gives
fair enough.
me a way to kind of express what I want a song to be represented as, or considering that I love music and I love a lot of the different hobbies that are surrounding music, I think it's a good way of interacting with that kind of aspect.
Yeah, because I was surprised when you said that you weren't like creative at all. Because mapping and lighting as well is super creative.
Yeah, you have
And
to be very
because
creative
you're
for that.
giving shape to sound. Is basically how I describe mapping. It's like how do you? It's like kind of choreographing a dance, or like kind of you're explaining how a song should move. It's like
Oh,
it's kind of
100%.
hard to explain, but that's very creative, and especially with lighting as well. You have to again give you have to visualize a sound, which is something that isn't logical. It's something that you have to feel, and something you have to be very creative to do, and especially making it work well is something that obviously takes time and effort and practice, but also
Oh
just
yeah,
creativity.
I did
So I
mention
was
that my
very
first map
surprised
was
when
that.
you okay, for everyone's first map stats.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, mine
well,
is
actually, at this, there are now some people's first maps that are just fine. Like it's actually crazy because they got like help from other mappers, or they got like, or some
yeah.
people just genuinely know how to map before they start mapping. Like, sure, it takes longer for them to map it, but damn, I've seen some first maps. There was not
Yeah.
many issues with it.
I mean, the reason
But
why I
yeah,
map a lot of like low tech and a lot of tech hack is mainly because I'm good at the game on them. So I know what works best. I can't
exactly.
map speed for shit because I can't test it. I can't tell you if it feels good or not. But I
Yeah,
know when a stack is nice on an act map or when it isn't. And
most people
I
map
think,
what they play
yeah,
because yeah.
honestly, and I think it's for the best. Honestly, watch me map extreme and absolutely fucking suck at it. Honestly, uh,
Yeah, probably.
uh, I have to give a shout, obviously, to other mappers that have started out this year that I know. Obviously, Penguin, for example, or Zenith GD. I know
Oh,
those
true.
two are also
Yeah.
nominated
Big
for the
shot.
Rookie Mapper of the Year category. That are super good at what they do.
Oh
Obviously,
yeah,
those maps are absolute fire, and
agree.
they really, really, really know what they're doing. But obviously, that's because they play those kinds of maps. They know what could work for them, especially Penguin, when it comes
Yeah.
to those extreme maps that he makes. It's because he knows what's good. I make that shit and it's horrendous. So I will stick to my act maps, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you have to be a good player in order to be like a good mapper, in my opinion. Because if you just map something,
Often.
you're like, well, that could work.
Very
Can I
often.
play it? No, I'll just rank
Yeah.
it. Like, that's like,
Yeah.
come on.
The majority of good mappers are also decent players. There are
Yeah.
very select few that aren't that good at the game and still map very decently. But yeah, no, indeed, most people, because you have
Also,
to
when you
almost
said,
always be able to play test your own maps.
when you said like mapping is like so creative and like you have to like move sounds, bro, whenever I think about linear speed maps, bro, it just going the whole idea of these peoples.
The music that linears often map to is something that often sounds linear. It's like when a song goes like the entire time. How are you gonna map that different than just jumps?
Yeah.
It's like, but
Yeah,
sometimes
fair
there
enough.
is indeed linear maps to very different like sounds, and then
You
sure,
can definitely
yeah.
make the same argument with standard ACK maps where
Yeah,
it's just up
you
and
could,
down. You're like, what the
absolutely.
fuck? There's nothing represented, but that's
Yeah.
just how it is. That's just the
Yeah.
genre of it, I guess. That's why I stick to techie maps, because I like being able to give my maps some proper representation.
Anyway,
Yep.
we spent quite long on that question, so let's
Yep.
move on to the next one.
Yes.
Be
All right.
Wow, there's so many left. Fuck me.
Yeah, we can take a little shorter on the next few questions.
Yeah, no,
but
we'll see. We'll
there's
see.
quite a few.
Let's go
Yeah.
series one.
Series
Ooh.
1. All right.
How does it feel to be
Ooh.
one of, if not the best tech act player in the world?
Oh man, I mean, it definitely. First of all, it feels rewarding because
Obviously.
you're obviously grinding a lot of different tech act maps, and you're trying to come up with the best ways of hitting the notes in certain angles. It feels rewarding to be able to say, "Hey, I'm number one on tech act. I'm gonna get so many bitches." Yeah, nah, but, nah.
I mean, you got Maddie.
Yeah, that's true.
Certainly
Do you
works.
think? Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Ah. But anyways, I think I could say that I am one of the best. I could not say I am the best tech act player in the world, simply because accsaber is more of a subcategory that not a lot of people play, and people like Busy, Maddie, Kira. They're people that can definitely snipe my scores if they really wanted to, and if they gave enough, dedication to the map. They've done that before, and I've sniped them again back. But it's always super cool to do that, as I said before, with the competition part. But unless I can confidently snipe them back, which I can't do right now, I can't call myself the best tech act player in the world. It does feel obviously rewarding, and it does feel like, damn, if you would go for tech act tips, you might go for me, and that's completely understandable. But there's so many other good players out there that I can't give myself the credit to say, hey, I'm the best. That's too much.
Yeah,
too
that's
much
fair
for me.
enough.
To be fair, I mean, I feel like it's very hard to call one person the best at something, because there's almost
It's very
always
personal.
a score that someone else can snipe you on. Like, you aren't gonna set the best tech act scores on every single tech act map there is, because sometimes the map someone else is just better at. There's very little people that I can say that are the best at something, except like at the time Silent Bang was definitely the best linear speed player, and at the time on Bytesy's Peak he was definitely the best speed player, and Ormer is right now definitely the best tech player, or
Yeah,
like
I was
high
gonna
star
mention
player.
I agree.
Yeah. Because there's just no one can get close to the scores, and I feel like in tech act right now there isn't that one person that is just dominating everyone. There's indeed Busy, Kira, you, someone else probably that I'm forgetting. Maddie, yeah, sorry, my bad. I knew there was one more name I was talking about. Yeah, I feel like though, with how little you've played and how good you are, and you're still improving, you definitely have the potential to be the best tech act player if you keep moving
Could
forward
be.
at the pace you are.
I could definitely see myself as that, but for now, I think the fact that there's no the best player is very beneficial in terms of motivation-wise. It genuinely is
Just
such
gives
a
you something
big
to compete
push.
against.
It's such
I
a big
mean,
push to think that Busy can take my rank any day. he ever wants to. And that's like,
Yeah.
it's a big motivator for me to even get better than I am now. And I think that's super, super motivating and super nice. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's an achievement in itself that you're like coming close to like the top 10, like the top players in
Yeah.
any way possible. Like the fact
That's
that you're
always
even
impressive.
coming close to like even one skill set is just, I would say, is a big achievement, and you should be proud
That
of
is a
it.
huge achievement. Because
Yeah,
to be
100%.
even competing or like sniping back top players' scores on stuff that they're definitely not bad at, by the way. Uh, like stuff,
Yeah.
sure, Busy's like forte might not be Tekak, even though he's incredibly good at it, or the Kira or Ulma. The fact that you're competing head to head against them while you're a way lower rank, relatively,
Yeah.
than they are, it's insane. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
I
people
mean,
could call you just the one trick, I guess, but it's
nah, I wouldn't call myself a
it's
one
crazy.
trick, considering that I
No,
also
you're
play
pretty balanced.
other play styles for sure. But
Mm.
that's why I mentioned the first thing is it's definitely rewarding to see my name up there, and
Yeah.
definitely, I just look at it like, damn, I did that shit.
Yeah.
One thing is, just,
Absolutely,
I can never
absolutely.
take that fucking profile picture of yours seriously, dude.
Which,
Every single time. Wait, isn't it that dog? Wait, hold on.
yeah, it's the dog. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Dude, whenever I see it, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm matching.
it's
I'm
funny.
matching with people.
Yeah, yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. It's funny. But every time I see it, I just can't take
Fucking
it
dog.
seriously. The cool ass dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, dude, absolutely nuts.
Mhm.
But since we are a little, indeed, a little behind schedule, let's move to the next watch. Woo. Oh wait, I need to close
Oh
the
yeah.
card. Boop. Okay.
Right, let's go. Let's
All right.
do. We have two of each, so let's go standard one.
I love
Standard
how
one.
disorganized it
Alright.
is. Oh.
Yeah,
Who or what
it's
inspired you to
amazing.
start mapping? A
Wow.
lot of mapping
Okay.
questions. People love to see a mapper.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've advertised myself a lot, sadly, and I think very annoyingly.
Sadly.
um, nah, but on all seriousness, I think I started mapping because again, as I said, I wanted to listen to sounds in the actual game and play the map itself, and I wanted a way to creatively express myself while not having to deal with all that graphic and artistic stuff that I suck at. So I think it was a good opener for me back when
No,
I released my first map, like the 19th of November of 2024. It was
I don't even
super
remember that date.
because
Yeah,
my mapping
that's
anniversary was not that long ago, and I released Mirrors with it, which was I think one of my best maps. But
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of the inspiration, especially lately, has been from the same exact person that I keep playing the maps of, Cassie. Definitely a lot of the movement and a lot of the flow has come from his style of mapping, where left and right, I used to not map a lot of the flow, but nowadays I do. And I got that inspiration straight from the guy. So I would say
Oh,
he's
yeah.
my
The big
biggest
man himself.
inspiration to map. I wouldn't call him my favorite mapper of the year, even though he's very close. But I would
Would be
say that
if you
he's
wanted to
he's
say.
still like very, very, very good at mapping those kinds of tech act. I don't
Oh, very much
enjoy a
so.
lot of his low tech, even though Winnebago was an absolute bomb of a map. I really enjoy that
Sure.
map. Either way, I still feel like a lot of the movements, a lot of the, especially recent mapping, comes from him. And that's basically the only thing I can really say, because the old maps that I have and a lot of the techie maps, I think that it's been an evolution from my tech act map. So I
Hmm.
basically said, what if this style that I have right now, that is inspired by Cassie, obviously, but the style that I have right now, what if I made it more complex, or what if I made it
Mm-hmm.
more, dense? And
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think it's just been an evolution of that. So I think
Yeah.
that's the answer
I
to
mean,
my
that way
question,
you
honestly.
develop your own style as well.
Yeah,
Because
for sure. I
eventually you
think.
can't just copy someone
Mhm.
forever.
No, I
You
wouldn't say
develop your own.
copy.
Well, no,
I wouldn't say
obviously,
copy.
but
I wouldn't mention that. But I would say that a lot of the movement and flow has been
mm,
inspired by Cassie. It's just that
no.
nowadays I've assimilated it so much, and a lot of people can recognize my maps simply because of certain patterns or certain ways that I map certain notes. Like Rex said sometimes that there's a TIku double in there. I'm like, what? What do you mean a TIku double? So I definitely see people recognizing my maps more and more. And we had a competition in Beat Saber Spain not that long ago, fun fact, of anonymous mapping, obviously. And we all got together in Beat Saber Spain and we played the maps. And then people voted the best maps. And whoever won, well, they got like money and some sabers and like a CDs to choose from rhythm game artists, etc., etc. Anyways, it was pretty fun. And
That's sick.
I made a map
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
really cool.
Yeah, I made a map for it, and instantaneously, I see that some people that I usually recognize from playing my maps have played it. I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, why are these people that usually play my maps are playing an anonymous map? And then I go into the VODs and the streams, and I just see someone requesting them, and it's Aramis. It's very notorious, in my opinion, chatter in casual streamers. And they go, hey, this is a map from like a competition in Spain, but I think TIku mapped it. And it's like, how do you know?
It's just a vibe. Yeah, no, fair enough. Because eventually people recognize your style. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because eventually,
like,
with the most like bigger mappers like Yapje, Voltage, Miljan, that kind of stuff, you can recognize it very quickly.
You just
that
know
it's
when
their
someone
map
mapped it.
yeah, 100%. But I think that's also the fun of it. The fact that you can like identify a mapper. Like, for example, how I don't know if you guys have watched this video, but Trent recently released a video which is super entertaining. And it's super fun to actually play.
We actually did in our friend group. We in VC had like a whole sheet and a point system, and we did the entire quiz and did everything together. It was really fun.
I got like what 10 of them.
You got very little.
Like
you
what
and
the
Holy
fuck
Case
is
got
this
very
shit?
little. Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting indeed.
Oh yeah, Trans, if you can hear this, make more of that shit, dude. Like, us with our friend group, we would love to do that a lot more. And dude, it's not a question. Yeah, just make more, okay?
Make more.
No, that'd be awesome. But anyway, I continue your thought process.
Yeah. Next question.
You were gonna say something about it, I think. Oh,
no,
okay, fair enough.
All right.
Okay.
Next one.
The next question.
So to complete the pattern, let's do normal 4.
Whoa.
4. Alrighty.
Is there a set of maps? Yeah. Is there a set of maps you'd suggest for improving at accuracy by Mutex?
Oh wow, that's a very nice.
I think accuracy maps.
Question. I would say a lot of different maps, but download my playlist, please. I have a 250 song playlist that I keep updated every single time that I play. That features a lot of the different act maps that I play on stream, and I always collect them there simply because I enjoy playing them, or I enjoy just the flow of them. Basically, I have some of my maps in there if you want to try them out. Wink, wink. And
wait, where can I find it?
I will link it actually, because it's not on Beat Saber. It's on Beat Leader, because Beat Leader has a really cool playlist system that lets you keep your playlists up to date.
No way! Please! Oh, I need that. I've been trying to look for that for so fucking long. I need that feature so bad.
Yeah, it's on Beat Leader. You can create your own playlist that lets you keep your maps updated, and whenever you're in game, if you hit the refresh button, you can get the latest version of my playlist. So I will definitely be linking that in chat, I think. Yeah, it's playlist number 82251 for everyone in Spotify. beatleader.com/playlist/82251. That is my act playlist. I will link it.
Spotify.
It's there.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, send the link to me. I'll put it in there.
But those are the maps that I recommend. The ones that are in the bottom are the latest ones that I add. So
TIku, can you send the link to
the link,
the feature chat? It because most people
didn't go through.
Links, so
okay, I'll link it to me. There you go. You got it.
Yep. And I'll put it in
the chat. The ones that are in the bottom are the ones that I play lately and latest, and the ones that are on top are obviously the older ones. You will see some maps there that hint, wink, wink. I will not say much, but Some might get added to accsaber ranked. Some always be on the lookout for new ones and try them out, even though they're obviously not mine. But please play people's maps. It always makes people happy to play to get more plays. Honestly,
Dude, yeah.
speaking as
This
a
is so
mapper,
funny. I'm scrolling through the playlist. Every single map I see, I know.
I mean,
And
you
I
can
flip
start
through.
going from like from number 43 and then up, page 43
Yeah,
and then up,
I'm just
because it's
downloading everything.
yeah. There's obviously the
Oh
one
yeah,
click,
man.
so you can just like, click that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that's my recommendations. I'm not gonna go like very deep into them. Play Hypnotized by
Yep.
Cassie. It's the best hack map of 2025. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, next question.
I'm on page 5 and I know 3 of them.
Okay.
Dude, you need
I love-
to download that fucking playlist, dude. You play way too
Honestly.
little maps. Okay.
Honestly.
Okay, so I mean, I have the sunglasses pattern, which is or a visor pattern.
Yeah, the cool little
New
smoke.
mapping style, sunglasses pattern.
Question
We're
mark.
gonna get fucking blinded.
Let's do standard 2.
Standard
Okay.
2. All right. Boom.
How did you find your calling for tech hack? Okay, that's kind of a similar question.
Similar question, yes.
Before.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I don't think we should spend a lot of time here, considering that I've
Yeah.
already answered this. But
Indeed, it has already.
basically, long story short, I started playing way more AC back when I saw that it was really worth it on accsaber, and it really got me into accsaber. And then I realized, wait, I really like repositioning, right? I don't like I don't like a lot of standard AC, simply because, I mean, you play it, sure, it goes to the rhythm, but the most rewarding thing that you're going to get is a bunch of 115s in the middle row, simply
Sure.
because it just doesn't have
Fair enough.
much to it. You can't really be very creative with it unless you're going for a high standard AC map, which those are obviously my favorite maps to play. Like, for example, Body Language Normal or Always Every Time. Those are maps that I also recommend and I think are on my playlist either way. Those kinds of maps, they move a lot, they make your reposition plenty, they have stacks, they have basically everything in the pack that you really want to practice with. I wouldn't consider, if you would want to practice a lot of AC, and this is also tying up with the previous question, if you want to practice a lot of AC, I wouldn't only consider playing standard AC, simply because
definitely not.
if you're going into an AC tourney, let's say, and you're trying to defend your accuracy mode of playing, which is standard AC, you're only touching 2 maps out of the 6 that are going to be in that pool. Tech AC is definitely one way to go, and I think it's probably the easiest coming from extreme players and people that play speedy stuff, simply because it has different angles, different stuff that you can definitely see in tougher maps, but with the addition that obviously they're way slower. So if you want something to more adapt or mold into the AC category, I would say go for tech AC. But
And one thing,
obviously standard AC is, the same same stuff. What are you gonna say?
because I feel like most people who find AC boring or mostly play extreme, tech AC is also just way more interesting in AC. Because I feel like most people don't play AC because they find it boring, or they don't see the appeal because it's so slow, it's so boring, it's so blah blah blah. Tech AC is at least a good entry point because it is way less boring, since you need to be way more vigilant and reposition more, and it's more challenging to get a higher accuracy on. So I feel like that's a better entry point for the people that come from extreme.
Yes.
So that it's a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
And
100%.
also, you learn so much more from tech AC than I'd say from standard, because most people who can play very good tech AC are automatically pretty good at standard, because you learn positioning from tech AC way more, and the standard kind of just falls under that positioning, making you a lot better at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't say necessarily for true AC, because that's completely different on its own. I feel like true AC is the most standalone type of AC there is, because it's completely different positioning. You can almost never use your standard AC or tech AC positioning for true AC, because for tech AC and standard, you are aiming for the 14 or 15. For true AC, you have to go for the 15 to get like a good score, right? So you just can't go for the 14
Yeah, too many
anymore.
114s, for example, are
Yeah.
just fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
But a lot of
so
114s in tech hack and you're a COD, you know?
yeah, exactly. So that So to Truac, I would say that's its own separate thing.
Yes,
That's
100%.
that's
I
crazy. how
agree,
people
simply
are-
because if you take a look at my rankings, you will definitely understand. Number 1 on Tech Act, cool. Number 7 on Standard Act, or like number 8, I kind of forgot. Yeah, cool. Number 28 on True Act. I am
Yeah,
horrendous
it doesn't
at that
compare.
category, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's simply because it's a completely different skill set that you have to like very meticulously practice and very
Yeah.
like completely forget about everything else and just be like, cool, let's pinpoint this perfectly fine. But
Exactly.
I was going to mention also that what you're saying about the tech act into standard act is super, super common and super easy to get into once you know a bit of tech act, because every single tech act involves standard act. Like you
Yep.
will find
Yeah, absolutely.
patterns of standard act in tech act every single day of your life, but you won't find standard act patterns in true act, for example. So that I think is what makes it very different, is that you always have to have a different kind of mindset for that. And I would say that my best skill set at Tech Act would be repositioning. A lot of maps that makes you reposition, and also standard act. So I think there's a lot of different skills that you can practice on Tech Act and can practice on standard act to eventually get better and better and better at accuracy. I can also give like a lot of different tips of tech act. Like I do it on my stream a lot, where I just stop what I'm doing because someone's asking me somehow like, "Oh, what tips could you give me at like tech act? I'm doing this," and I'm just like, "Cool, man. Like, okay, this is what I basically do.
Cool.
You know, I
Get
do."
better.
Well, obviously that's the first tip. The first tip is always just practice, but
Yeah.
I say stuff like, don't use a lot of your wrist, especially on horizontal stacks, because you lose a lot of stability with that. And also with palm ups, if you use a lot of your wrist, you're not going to be able to aim better, especially for those that are new players. They don't have that technique nailed down yet, and they're struggling. Then that's completely obvious that you shouldn't be using a lot of wrist. And for repositioning, the same thing as I previously mentioned, don't feel that you're stiff. If you're stiff playing AC, that's not good. Especially for maps that are like body language, feel that way. Those kinds of maps where you need to reposition the whole time, move your body a little, open your elbows more, because a lot of people play like they're playing on T-Rex mode, and just go with the flow a bit more. Because even though for a lot of experienced players that might not be obviously their ideal technique, but if you're starting up, I feel like tensing up in an act map is not going to do you any good. And also, don't find angles that don't exist. If you can do if you can do a note, if you can hit the 115, don't invent a new angle from the outer lane. Try to use the middle lane as much as possible to reposition yourself, become a magnet in the center of the map, and just pull your sabers back in, hit that angle in the most centered way possible, and for sure you're going to get that. And it's easier to adapt, and you have less angles, and there you go, you got it. Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah, a lot of what you said is also stuff that I've discovered myself eventually over time. Yeah. Great advice. Awesome. Fair enough. Let's go to the next question. That's a pretty good answer. Alrighty, go ahead, buddy.
All right, let's do. Well, obviously we're gonna go for the square in the center. You know.
Damn.
So let's go with that.
Okay.
Damn. You're not the type of person
to like,
2 then. Eat a Kit Kat from the top and just like even sideways from the side.
I had to find a new pattern, man. I was gonna do something different, but then the whole thing ruined it.
All right. So normal 2, I assume.
Yep, let's go.
Oh.
How, if at all, do you think streaming has affected your outlook on Beat Saber? Basically, just do you think it's made playing the game better or not by Sensibility? Great question.
That is a good question. I like that question a lot, considering that I stream all my sessions. That's a very good question. I used to not stream at all.
Sessions?
Obviously. All my sessions are streamed on Twitch. All. So you will catch me on Twitch almost every day playing, simply because I'll be farming, I'll be grinding, or I'll be playing casual maps, talking to people, vibes. my conversations on my Twitch chat are unhinged. So either way,
As we
if
love
you're
it.
under the age of 18, proceed with caution, please. I don't want to run into any trouble. But anyways, digressing. I stream all my sessions on Twitch, and a lot of people see that as a disadvantage because hey, you're chatting all the time. You're distracted. You have a chat. You have people there. You have a TTS blaring into your
Do people say that?
into your Rift S speakers, which is stupid, and the Rift S speakers just suck. But
They are bad.
I noticed.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The thing is, once you're like accustomed to people saying stuff in your TTS chat and having conversations and whatnot, obviously at first you're going to be shy about it. You're not going to
Mm.
enjoy being on Twitch on the mic all the time. But you get used to just speaking your brain out. Hey, you finish a map. Oh, that's a good score. Or I could do better. Oh, I want to smite that guy. Or you always are kind of reflecting on this. And when I didn't stream, I used to get very frustrated at the game, and I used to keep that silent. And I used to, obviously, I didn't scream, I didn't do shit, but replaying a map over and over again. Like I remember grinding Ratata Expert Plus like a
I love that
bitch when
map.
it came out because
That's a
I
cool map.
FC'd it by resetting it with a 96 when I was still like shit at the game. I was like, oh my god, no way. And I was so happy. But
Yeah.
that took me an hour and a half of my time. And it was so frustrating most of the time. But then I started streaming my sessions. And then when I got frustrated, it was like, okay, this is good. No worries. Let's go play something else. Or, hey, I don't want to be a bore. Like, I don't want to bore people out of their minds
Yeah.
by playing a map over and over again and just not really entertaining anyone by just sighing or just being just unentertaining, basically.
Mhm.
But it has really impacted me positively because I'm having conversations, I'm having fun. People come up in my chat, I say hi, how's it going? It's always a good way of socializing. My friends can see that I'm alive if I'm not responding, which is always great.
Sure.
And I'm having just tons of fun playing different maps that I didn't know existed because of BSR and people that actually obviously know maps that are good instead of casual beat leader slop, as I like to call it.
Yeah, fuck me later.
No, not a fuck beat leader, but I personally dislike some of the maps that are in there. I don't want to. I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I love
No,
beat
fair.
leader as a tool. It's such a
Same.
great
It's
tool.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
agree.
But I have to say, some of the maps that get ranked, my God, what are we thinking? What is going on?
Yeah. It is. It's a problem.
It's
Yeah.
generally just
It
not.
is a problem.
It's not nice to grind beat leader ranked when all I'm getting is a bunch of stratos, and it's just a get good scenario of, hey, you didn't hit this last piece of the chain that's about 4 fucking rows long for no reason. So hey,
That's
like,
a you
come on.
problem.
That's a you problem.
Hey, that's a you problem. A skill issue, right? No, I basically just
Hit this.
am a disliker of any sort of maps that involve stuff like stratos or stuff like really weird circle deck that doesn't lead in. I think that's a very common pattern for
It's
beat
just
leader.
objectively bad mapping, basically.
Oh, here's
Yeah,
this
I
level
guess.
30 challenge pattern you hit as an 88. Oh, here's 700 PP for it. Huh?
Yeah, but I digress. A lot of people are very well knowledged on my chat, and they give me a really nice set of maps to play, and I'm always enjoying, and I'm always having fun, and I think that's what you're kind of looking for in the game, as I said earlier. And it's just giving me joy to play and to chat. I'm always a social person, so hey, come into my chat, say hi, say how are you. I'll always be happy to say hi back. I'm never going to be grumpy. And people that don't stream, like for example, when I didn't stream, I used to like be grumpy as hell at a map. And now streaming has taught me that maybe take a break, maybe play something else. Have a chat with other people in your actual chat.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like that's a mentality that's missing a lot for a lot of players. It's like the game still needs to be fun. no one's forcing
Oh
you to
yeah.
play the game. No one's forcing you to uh, play slop. No one's like, it should be fun. It's fun to share. It's fun to play with people. It's fun to communicate with people. That kind of stuff. It's like streaming, especially how you do it with every play session. It just makes it way more fun. Which, if you can keep the game entertaining for yourself and for other people, you're gonna last way longer playing it than
True.
if you are
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
forcing yourself or making it a chore or like stuff like that. It's just like, why would you do that to yourself when you're the only person that's forcing yourself to play the game? It's
Mhm.
you're the only thing stopping you from making it fun.
I
But yeah.
100% agree. I don't know how the hell people like Norlor play the same damn map a
Yeah.
100 times
I mean, the
in
thing
like
is,
2 hours.
I currently sympathize for Busy, dude, because he's just playing the same things. He's just trying to improve all of his PBs by so little, and I just don't see how that's enjoyable. And I feel like sometimes when I watch a stream, he just is like frustrated a lot of the time, and I feel like, I don't know. I know he wants the number one spot really bad, and he's working a lot for it. But I feel like it's also kind of removing the joy from the game, I guess. But that's on him, I suppose. But I don't know. Also,
Yeah,
same
that's
with
like
like Shishunga, you rage bait yourself
yeah.
every single play session.
Yeah, well, actually, I was gonna tell about it because like even the sessions where I just play like for 3 hours and just not even set a single PB and just get rage baited by just getting like 0.01 behind my PB for like 30 times in a row. Somehow my brain still kind of tickles it and it's like, whoa, that's fun. Even though I'm like fucking fuck you, it's like, oh, this is like still funny. It's like almost funny to me. To like, so
Yeah.
that's sort of like the whole reason I still play even when I get rage baited. I'm just like, well, it's funny getting rage baited sometimes. Honestly, I just should just keep playing.
Oh,
I
fair
have
enough.
no idea how
Yeah,
you
man.
can do
Although,
that.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a very strange thing. But yeah, I actually think streaming is a very big buff. I'll just play something off stream and then just fucking suck ass, and then I just stream and I just fucking improve everything by 0.4. No, not that much, but like you know what I mean. It's just
Chirac map.
I don't know why, but like the moment you hit that stream button, it's just like you're just better. That's just what it is for me now. I don't
Dude, it's
know.
just stream rifle.
Honestly, I have
Yeah, shit,
like
I'm trying
one
to.
other thing about streaming I was going to mention is that at first you're not really used to it, but then once you're actually used to it, you will see so much like random ass improvement. And the fact that you always have a place where you're recording your happiness when you get a top PP score. And you're
True.
like, oh my god, yo, what the fuck? Like yesterday for me, it was yesterday for Umu. Like I got a 676.
800.
Horrible scoring, by the way. But anyways, um, I got so excited, and it's so cool to see my reaction back. Like for example, when I got the hypnotized score on CC, I was freaking out. Like I was like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, what the fuck!" Like the whole time, and it was so
Yeah.
cool. But the cool thing is later on, I could just rewatch it and just I smile at it because I remember being so happy.
Hell yeah.
And
Exactly.
so like and I can see chat reactions and I can see like exactly what happened before and after. So I can definitely see so much benefit to just streaming my gameplay. And you gotta get used to it, obviously, because it's a bit of a distraction to have a lot of people TTS and whatnot, and obviously the pressure of streaming. Once you get used to it, it just is natural for me. So yeah, that's the question.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. All right, let's move on to the next one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
All
you
right.
have the nice little square in the middle there, buddy.
Nice.
That's nice.
All right, let's do funny one. I mean two. A funny one's already
Wow,
done.
I think you should be scared of like both of them, or just. Oh well.
Okay.
Wait, that's the
Oh.
one, but okay.
Oh,
Do you ever feel followed or watched?
Do you think you're safe?
By the guy in your
Oh.
attic?
Uh-oh. uh it would be funny if I had an attic.
Fuck, you don't have an attic?
No, I don't.
Fuck.
I live in a flat.
How
So-
the fuck's that guy up there then?
I'm scared.
Well.
Maybe it's my neighbor. I'm scared. But I was gonna mention
tell him, man.
that I do live with a lot of people
You were?
nearby, and I have when I mean a lot of people nearby is I am like my window is directly against, like, let's say a couple meters, not a couple meters, but like 7 meters away. So
Okay.
I would say that to my neighbor, and I could see the neighbor easily. So it's just
Oh.
always like a constant struggle of like, oh, am I being watched? Am I being watched? But I think a lot of the don't look at me like that.
That actually,
A lot of people have that insecurity, and I have it. I had it too, especially when I was living in Finland, where my window was fucking huge, and it led to like I was on the second floor, so you can definitely see into my apartment. I was like, can these people see me running around naked because I just got out the shower? But then you realize when you walked like around the street, you don't really like think
Yeah.
about other people that are watching you through their windows or whatever. You're just thinking of hey, I'm just getting to my destination to meet my friend, or you have like
Yeah, you're not
20
scrolling through
bajillion other
random
things to
windows.
look at other than fucking granny looking at you through the window. What's she gonna do?
Yeah.
So
Just
that's
beat her ass.
that's my main concern with the guy in the attic is to completely ignore him. I mean, if he wants to watch me do anything, hey, come join me. Come join me, bro.
Yo, that's some great advice. If there's a random person in your attic, just let him be there, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Yeah.
seeing a lot of things. You probably know me in and out, naked in and out. So at this point,
Fair
let's
enough.
just do it together, man.
Sad
Whoa.
face.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, okay. That reminded me of something. The windows. I remember when we moved into this house. I have a window right behind my my setup. That's directly to the street because I live on the ground floor. My room is on the ground floor, so people can directly look into my room. And at first I didn't have any curtains or blinds, so I was just always fully exposed to everyone. So whatever I did, and eventually I was just playing Beat Saber as I do, and when we had like a little neighbor get together thing, people kept asking, what's that weird thing you do when you have your VR headset on? You keep moving so strange. And so I knew that people were just fucking watching me flail around half naked.
People are bored,
like,
man. Holy shit.
yeah, so the people were genuinely just like, because I guess they were my neighbors, they were just like curious, and they just see me fucking flailing my arms around, and they genuinely started asking questions, and I immediately knew, okay, yeah, I need curtains. I don't like that.
That's crazy.
So we got the curtains very soon after that, and now it's permanently closed. That window, the curtain. Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah.
I could not live like that. Like, honestly, I need my
No, it was
privacy.
awful.
And in Finland, it sometimes struck me, but I kind of disregarded it. And thankfully, nobody cared enough to come see me. So
Call the police.
Yeah,
we're
fair
good.
enough.
I mean, they would come and
as
see
far
me,
as you know.
say stuff in Finnish, and I would have been like, "Cool, man, whatever." I don't understand a bit of what you just said.
I mean, Finnish is basically gibberish, so yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
It's not a language.
a
So
lot of perkele and vittu, and that's it. That's all I know.
there you go, more than the average Finn.
True.
Anyway, let's move to the next awesome question.
Let's go. Oh fuck! I have two serious. God damn it. Number 2 on the serious column, please.
All right.
All right. Boo.
Do you think Beat Saber is kind of dying?
Oh, what a positive question that we're having here. I mean, it's a very serious one. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be able to answer this question very thoughtfully and very in depth if I had been a member of the community for longer than a fucking year and a half.
That's true. That's true.
So, honestly, the state of the game as I know it, I don't think it's like dying like crazy. Obviously, as every single game, it obviously is seeing decline, and that's very normal for a game. However, I think that dying is a very relative term.
Yeah, I agree.
You're talking about the community, and the community obviously is going up and down. People are coming, they're going. That's just very interesting. And honestly,
laughing like I know exactly
Doing
why.
what? Sorry.
What?
I knew exactly why. I was like looking at your webcam, waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
uh, and there's
People
obviously
come and they go. Huh? No.
obviously there's
Anyway.
new people and there's old people, but I have a
Mhm.
feeling that a lot of the people that consider that Beat Saber is dying look at it as more in the old people are leaving. The Beat Saber community isn't exactly dying. It's just that a lot of the people that just aren't interested in the game anymore, and that's completely normal. But that's because they have shit going on in their lives. They have a job, they have a partner, they are going
Oh,
to
don't
uni,
swear.
and
Censor that, please, editor.
and obviously, I completely understand these people. They left because they have better shit to do with their lives, and that's completely normal. I have a job myself, and I have a partner, and I have plans and everything, and I still play this game almost every day. But that's simply because I like this game a lot, and it's not only
Really?
because they really. It's not only because
Might be.
I just recently discovered this game. Is because I have made it so fun for myself that I can't see myself quitting anytime soon. And that's why Beat Saber is kind of dying is a very relative term. There's a lot of new people in the community, and there's a lot of old people in the community that are leaving, and a lot of people that are entering. So dying is a very relative term. And for me, it's not dying. I think
Yeah.
I am having fun playing the maps that I want to play. I'm having fun interacting with people, members of the community, tournaments whenever they are, and etc. 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 There's still momentum going. It's not that it's kind of dying. It's just that people tend to have a very negative view, and this is very human psychology. But people will usually tend to outweigh the negatives a lot when it comes to outweigh the positives. Sorry, I said it the other way around with the negatives. They will see something negative and they'll be like, "Oh, but this is happening. Oh, but this. But can't you see everything that's positive right now? Like we're having this QCast podcast, of course, but we're also having the winter tournament. We're having more tournaments coming. The World Cup is still happening, obviously. Um, the EUC might have been canceled last year, but there's obviously plans to do it this year, and maybe quote unquote maybe because obviously I
Very
haven't heard
excited for
anything
that.
from it, so we'll see.
True.
But the accsaber, we're coming back with monthly batches, and they're still going strong. And I still hope they're strong. And if not, I am taking the fucking lead myself and pushing them myself. I don't care
Hell
what
yeah.
anyone else says. And BSTS made a return, and they're doing really good stuff. And I'm very happy because PokeSaber 2 was an absolute blast to play. As
Yeah.
member of the winning team, by the way, just saying. And also regional tournaments such as Beat Saber Spain, we do events every now and then. Beat Saber Germany has their tournaments still ongoing. Stuff like the Swedish have been trying to get some motion. I know that Milgen has been trying to push for some stuff. Streaming, I know that a lot of people still stream nowadays Beat Saber, even though they've been doing it for years, and they're still going strong. Mainly because they found what's fun in the game, and they're just pushing and pushing and pushing, but simply because they just enjoy what they do. So
Yeah.
it's not dying. It's more like thinning out the people that generally just weren't able to find what's fun in the game. And once they got bored of it and moved on, hey, that's what it is. But we're still here. We're still playing the game. We're still enjoying it. So don't take into positivity, don't take everything into the negative side, like, oh, it's fucking dying, or, there's not as much motion as there is in 2022. Of course, there's not enough fucking motion as there is like fucking years previous. What do you expect from a game that has obviously an expectancy? It's obviously going to die. Like, I don't know, Gary's Mod at its fucking peak had a bajillion players, and now, even though it's less players than usual, it's still a fucking strong community, and there's still a lot of people there. And that will always keep happening for a lot of different games that are obviously old and are going to die. But don't take the negative stuff so to heart when there's so many things going on. So find what's fun for you, please, and keep
Because I
pushing
feel like
for that.
you also kind of, I think right now is potentially one of the best times to join the community because of how much we have right now. Because you are also currently with like 1.5 years in, basically at the peak of fun. most people like around 1.5 years in, 1 year, and they're still playing and improving and enjoying, then they are often having the most fun in their entire like Beat Saber career. I had that, and
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of friends also have that, because that's just when everything is still no longer new, but you've indeed kind of like found the fun, found the things that you
I
enjoy. And
agree.
also
Yeah.
with everything that's going on right now, tournaments are going back up indeed, and I feel like with the map quality and the map quantity that there is right now, there's so much to play for you if you start the game right now than there is 3-4 years ago. Everything is much better, everything is much higher quality, there is way more of it, because you can still play the old stuff. And currently, if you start playing right now, or if you are relatively new like Brazy or you, there's so much to still explore, and that's probably why
Oh
you're
yeah.
also having so much fun, is because you have not ran out of content. While Busy and stuff, or Maddie, or people that have been playing for ages, I feel like have somewhat at least of a
Yeah.
reason to be getting bored of the game, because they have seen everything, and everything, they're just kind of waiting for new things to come out as they play. But with how good they are, I feel like they can get through the new content relatively quick, and then have nothing new again for at least a month for a new batch or a new tournament or that kind of stuff. So I
Yeah.
understand why they are getting more bored of the game, or more frustrated, or not enjoying things as much anymore. But with newer players, yeah, it's the best right now. It's awesome.
Yeah, either
Yeah,
way, I
absolutely.
still think that you can enjoy the game, even if you've played for ages. Um, like, I keep pushing myself and I keep doing stuff because I just have that motivation. I guess that the motivation comes from player to player and from mindset to mindset, especially. But I haven't even reached 1.1k yet on accsaber, and I really want to do it. For example, I really want to pass a 13 star. I want to get level 30 in challenge. I am not getting it anytime soon. But hell, there's a lot of shit
Level
to do for me
30,
still
that's
in this
Well, it's
game.
practice to go. Yeah.
yeah,
So
that's a lot,
There's a
a
lot
there's
lot
of
of
so
practice.
practice.
much, there's so much I can do, and there's so much I can practice for, that obviously
True.
there's still a lot to work on, and it's very
Mhm.
subjective, because hell, you can even consider that I'm burnt out on hack. Like the first question that I answered was how do you not get bored playing all that hack? Hell,
Mhm.
I have seen everything at this point in hack, and yet I'm still motivated to play hack simply because I know how to set myself goals, and I know what's like my next objective. Hell, Busy's next objective might be to set an 800 PP play and be like, "Fuck yeah," you know.
Mhm.
But he's still going. He's still like striving for it, and
Sure.
that's exactly what makes him so
Yeah.
resilient and so determined, and still playing this game. Is because of that.
Yeah,
He
you
knows
can be as
what
ambitious
goals
as
he
Yeah,
has.
you want to be. That's true.
But
absolutely.
yeah, that's the answer to my question.
Yep. Let's move on. Alrighty, only 2 left. Which
Yay!
will be the one you choose?
All right, let's go for the other series so we can get it out of the way.
Fair enough.
All right. Boom.
As someone who has been in the community for not that long, how have you liked it so far? And do you plan on staying here for a while? Well, damn,
Yeah,
that
kind
is
of links to the
very
other
answered
question.
in the last question.
Very much
Okay.
so.
Well, I mean, for someone that's been in the community for so little, I mean, I joined back when
Relatively,
Rex
yeah.
adopted me in April 2024. That's when I
Mhm.
started joining, and I was like, I was so happy that I got a 315 PP play. I was like, oh my god, dude, check this out. Check my fucking cha 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 by Kaguya score, dude.
Yeah.
I am so good. And
Mhm.
it was super fun at first to discover all these people, and then there's a
Mhm.
whole thing behind, and there's Twitch streams and whatnot, because I never really took the game seriously up to that standard. So
Mhm.
it was quite a whole new world, but the shape of it is still very strong. I think the fact that it's been there for years and it's been like very tight knit has really helped it become a very warming sense
Mhm.
of community, where a lot of people know each other, and a lot of friend groups have been formed, and a lot of a lot of different leaderboards, a lot of different stats of different players. Oh, this guy's the best. This guy's the best. GOAT debates, and a lot of different chats to go into on Twitch and say hi. So
True.
definitely, it's been quite the experience to meet everyone and to say hi. And especially a lot of people don't know even who I am at this point. Still, because I'm still considerably new, and also new as a mapper, as a player, as a content creator. I'm still out there. I'm still, getting reach. And
I mean, hey, let's hope this makes you a bit more popular.
yeah,
Still putting your name out there a little more, isn't it?
But it's still like
I hope
super
so.
fun to kind of see everyone and meet new people. I think I'm a very social person when it comes to that. So I love meeting new people, especially when I know that they have the same interests as me. When I meet them on the street, it's just like, get away from me, you weirdo. But when I know that you have something in common with me, that I can talk to you about, I don't know, an act map that I just requested on your stream, it's going to be a way easier conversation starter than, hey, what kind of food do you like? Like, come on.
You
Um,
can kind of skip the small talk.
weather?
you can kind of skip that kind of stuff and then just kind of meet the person more and more. And I think that's kind of the magic of having a community that likes the same kind of things.
Yeah, sure.
And obviously, I think I'm going to stay here a while, considering that I love this game and it's very fun. And I still have a lot of objectives to do. And my stream is thankfully not canceled yet. So preach, we are still on track.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. We're still on track to be the best tech act player. So the best.
Actually,
Hell
So
yeah,
we'll be
man.
stepping here virtually.
one of the things I also just really like about like Beat Saber is not even like only playing it, but also just when I don't play it, I just really like seeing other people improve as well. Like for example, when Dumplin' and me will just be in a VC and he's just streaming Beat Saber and I'm just doing whatever the fuck. I'm just gonna watch his stream and just like, oh, he's PBing, and I'm like just being like this on my phone.
Yeah, lock the fuck in.
Like his first 600 or something, just achievements that your friends are making. That's that's like almost as fun as setting my own achievements myself. I don't know.
Yeah, super
Dude,
true. I agree
had
with that
so
completely.
much fun with that. I've had so much fun with like looking at other people's streams and looking at them about to set like a banger score and just like at the edge of my chair, like, oh, help me! Like I'm about to fucking pass out from excitement because obviously it's a game that you love and that you know how hard it is to get some of the stuff, especially because you've been through like your first 400 PP or your first 500 PP. So you see all these people going through like the same kind of emotions as you once did, and you know how exciting that is. So it's obviously excited for you as well, especially if obviously you know that person, if you're friends with that person. So
yeah, what I really love right now is how our friend group, like me, Shushumga, Bio, Holy Case, Yapya, is all around the same like PP range about now. Me and Bio being a little bit lower, and Yapya and Shushunga and Holy Gaze being a little higher. But we all find around the same PP very impressive. Like 580s are really good, 600s are still insane, and like 620s are nuts, and that kind of stuff. So I find it really cool and way more fun to watch like Shushumga play or them watching me play, because they have the same score like in mind that is really good. Because often sometimes when I watch people play or people get their first 400, I don't realize how impressive that is for them, since okay, goodbye focus, since I don't know, for me it's not that impressive anymore. It doesn't register in my head as much, but because we're at the same PP range, it's so cool to watch like insane plays and play sessions and stuff. I love that.
That's I was going to mention another thing, obviously. Sen's in the chat, and I wanted to mention that he's also like one of my biggest inspirations to play like low tech, because the guy is a standalone player and he's very, very, very good. It's just that he doesn't have a score saber. You'll see him in like low tech leaderboards in Beat Leader, but I'd say he's like also one of the people that I would consider quote unquote like I could rival in terms of that kind of skill set, because he's just that fucking good at the game.
Who I didn't hear the name.
Centrility. He's in the chat.
Oh, Centrility.
But,
you probably
know him from like Beat Leader.
Agreed. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
no,
like
I
super good, super
Also
good.
from
yeah, from them as well. No, it's actually
Yeah.
insane centrally as well. Because indeed some of the Tech Axe scores I am astounded by, and I also compete with them. I've definitely seen the name before. It's yeah, really impressive what they do. It kind
Yeah.
of came out of nowhere too, by the way. I all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, I guess you're here too now. It's like, well, hello, you just
hey,
came out of nowhere. But
it's kind of
yeah,
like a
fair
new
enough.
student in your class. You're like,
Yeah,
oh wow,
yeah, just
you know
appeared.
like as much as me, but you're just here now. Hey,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I
But
agree.
I feel like we should move to the very last question, which
bro,
Yeah.
this question is
it's
like the
gonna be
worst one to end on.
a
I'm
worst one to end on. Yeah. Okay.
wow, this is
Well,
so.
That's
Also,
underwhelming.
shout out to myself for being so incredibly creative within 5 minutes to make this.
All right.
All right, there you fucking go.
in
I
the
had 5
occasion that
minutes. Okay.
someone
Oh
would
my
piss on
god.
you in the middle of the play session, would your act get worse or not?
And
I love that.
it depends. It depends, I'd say.
It
depends.
depends on what.
Like
Uh,
the angle, it's kind of
depends.
like
This is cold or
It's
warm?
okay.
What does it
Okay, hear
depend
me
like
out. Hear me
pressure,
out.
like pressure.
Hear me out. If that person did it, like if I knew that I was gonna get pissed on, if it isn't a surprise, I would be locked in. Like I know exactly when you're starting to pee and when you're finishing the pee. So you got it. You got it, man. Like go ahead, piss, let it
Okay.
out, let the urine out. And
But
but if it's a surprise,
urine strat.
obviously I will be startled. But like
yeah,
maybe
I hope so.
if it's during a break, I will be startled. But then I will like low key be like, cool, man. We're chill. We're chill.
No
We keep
fucking
playing.
shot that if
We keep
someone,
playing.
first of all, wait, do you live alone or do you live with your parents or something? What is?
I used to live
your
alone,
living
but now
arrangement?
I still live. I lived alone, but now I'm back in Spain.
Right. Okay. So on the occasion that someone you don't know who just pisses on you, you're saying
Oh, but
that if it's in a break section, you'll be
we never
startled,
said
but you'll
we
lock
didn't
in.
know.
You're not telling me that you wouldn't take off your headset
Hey,
and continue playing the level dead ass.
We
Depending on
never
the score, though,
mentioned
depending on the
if it's
score.
a person that we don't know. If
True,
it's a
depending on
person
the
that we
score.
don't know or not. Obviously, if I don't know the person, then obviously it's just like,
You wouldn't
man.
know. You're in Beat Saber. How the fuck would you know who's pissing
Well, because
on you?
I know that they're in my house. I'm not
Well,
expecting a
okay,
home
yeah, fair
invasion to come with a piss. I didn't know it was a bundle. So
Yeah, no. Honestly,
Humble bundle.
if there's just a random homeless guy coming into my room pissing on me, for example, if I'm holding a PB run on Umu Easy Diff, fuck that guy. He has to wait. He has to wait. I will finish that
100%.
run.
Yeah,
I'm holding a
finish that
700 on that shit. Hell nah. You ain't this fucking disturbing me. The fuck?
you know what? You might be onto something. This is
But like,
yeah, fair.
if I know the person and they're peeing on me, and I know that they're gonna pee on me on a certain part of the song, go for it.
Okay, but then fair enough. Yeah, if it's
There's no
pre-planned.
surprise factor there. But if I know that person and they're in my house and I don't know if they're gonna pee on me or not, obviously I wouldn't expect them to fucking pee on me. But then I would be obviously startled. But then I would be like, cool, we lock in. We lock in. But if it's a good map, But no, if not, then fuck it. Wrap this shit up.
First, imagine you just join and wow.
Yeah,
I'm
one in
so
the
sorry
piss.
for you.
It's been going on for too long.
I'm so sorry for you. Well,
Okay.
welcome.
To wrap things up, of course, Tiku, thank you for being
Yeah,
here
thank
and
you so much
discussing
for being
your piss take. But if you have anything you want to shout out right now, if it is your playlist or your anything, you take the stage away and shout out anything you would like to.
Okay, I have many things to shout out. First of all, shout out my Beasties nomination, both for me, because if you like my maps and if you like my maps, if you've ever played them, or if you just want to, I don't know, support me in any way, vote. But obviously, I don't resent you if you vote for someone else, because there's a lot
We
of
will.
good rookie mappers and there's a lot of good act maps. So please vote for whoever you want. But obviously, I'm shouting myself out here. So also shout out to obviously my Twitch stream. I stream every single day or like every few days at 6 p.m. around my 6 p.m. Central European time or 5:30. And I usually play a lot of different act. And shout out JDM Expert, as Plus said earlier in the chat, simply because the guy's fucking obsessed and he needs to get his
Play that
score
map.
snipe already. And that's about basically it. Shout out Maddie for being the coolest person I know and my boyfriend.
Cute.
That's about it.
Rah! Hell yeah. What the
Oh.
fuck? What the fuck just happened? Wait, someone's through.
Someone followed me. Whenever
Someone's
someone
missing
follows
you.
me
Oh,
and I have my VTuber model on, something comes flying at me and hits me in the head.
that's awesome. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I
yeah.
barely can show this off, considering that I always play Beat Saber and I have my avatar on the game, so I don't
True.
have my VTuber
Yeah.
avatar on. But now you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there it goes
Boom.
again. I just got hit with confetti.
Now someone spits on you. What you're gonna do?
You should animate that as something as when someone follows you. Just a
You can
piss
definitely. There's a lot of things you can do with this program. You can literally make yourself
I do know
squash.
the
Oh,
program.
there goes a snowball.
Dude, you're getting so
But
many
yeah,
followers.
I'm not gonna lie, their
if you-
aim is kind of shit.
I'm also going to mention, obviously, shout out to everyone that has been a part of my career, both mapper and player-wise. I really appreciate everyone that has been a part of my experience here in the Beat Saber community, especially people like my friends, stuff like Rex, Dexter, people that are in the Beat Saber Spain community, other awesome people such as Mako, Hez, Seska, that are very supportive and have always been there when I have needed it. And other people such as streamers that have supported my maps and have always loved interacting with me. People like Serial, EB, that is currently in the chat. I know some lurkers in my chat that have also played my maps and that have complimented my maps. People like Isa, Seria, I wish I could remember every single one of you. But from the top of my head, other people that have been in the community for very long that have instructed me in any sort of way, shape, or form, such as Adam back when I tried out for casting once. I remember that. And also for hosting so many tournaments that I have played in back in 2024. And other than that, I would say that's about it. Shout out to Morphites for leaving the Beat Saber Spain community, but being my sole inspiration for playing so much ACK, because the guy was number
Morphites, yeah.
2 or number 3 on Beat Saber Spain, and he was the ACK player in Spain.
I
Yeah, I
So
remember him.
he
At
was
the
one of
time, I
my
was competing
biggest
with him as
pushes to snipe all the damn time, and I kept getting closer and closer until I finally beat the guy. And
Hell yeah.
from then on out, obviously, shout out to all the people at accsaber that are active and always are supporting and keeping the accsaber platform active and pushing it to its greatest limit. And then obviously everyone that has organized the tournament, because you
I'm shouting
literally
at the
would not
entire community.
shouting out everyone that has literally shipped me out.
Shout out rank 1000.
yeah.
Shout out rank
Everyone-
999.
Shouting out everyone, guys. But generally, people that have made the tournaments have made this game awesome.
Yeah,
And
infinitely more
a
fun.
lot of the people that would be
Yeah, absolutely.
here right now, that are here right now, are because of tournaments and because the community is so active with them. So thank you
I'm not
to
gonna spoil
everyone.
too
That's about
much.
it.
Hell yeah, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but we as Cube Couch also are maybe planning on hosting tournaments in the future.
Well,
Well,
Boom.
yeah.
Explosion emoji.
Bone. But to indeed wrap it up, then we also announced that we have made a Patreon. So if you want to support us and the fact that this is all possible, please go ahead if you want to do that. You will
Give your
also
money.
in the future Give us your money. In the future, you'll also get exclusive things like your own Cube Couch Saber for Patreon supporters only. You will also in the future, these are all plans, so we'll still need to make them. But be able to take a look behind the scenes and everything, so you know exactly what's going on and exactly how we operate. By also joining our Patreon. So if you are interested in any of that, go ahead and support us. Or if you just like what we do and want to pay our editors. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Tiku, for being here.
By.
Thank you, guys.
Exactly. And thank you for the awesome chat and awesome opportunity for this episode.
It was a very fun episode, in my opinion, too.
Indeed, I agree.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
And we will raid out to Thinking Swag, and I hope you will enjoy your stay at his little place.
Absolutely.
And I hope to see every one of you into the episode number 5, which of the guests we will reveal soon.
I'll see y'all tomorrow in the torture stream from Miss Honey Peaches. I will be participating in that, so see me there.
All right. Peace out, everyone. I hope you enjoy.
Bye, everyone.
And
thank you for
bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.